Hello and welcome. I've been sewing, so I came back to do some more sewing and sharing it with you guys. I was having a sip of my coffee. And I'll show you guys where I'm at with my sewing. Bring the mic closer. You hear me? You guys hear me? There you go. Oh, that's why. No, you can't see my face. Hold on. Hold on. There, that's better. Welcome. So I'm making this skirt. I got all these already sewn, so I'm gonna sew a bunch of these together, and that's gonna be the bottom of the skirt. The skirt that I'm going to be making is this one here. So another skirt, and then I have this one here that I pinned together today, and I'm going to make this one as well. So it's got pinned. It's ready to sew. Making some clothes. Alright, so we're gonna sew, keep on sewing until I have enough. So, oh. Oh, right, this one I have to still cut. Still cut the next one. Someone popped in, but I guess I wasn't interesting enough. Oh, I don't want to watch that. I want to talk to her. Well, I just thought whoever's awake of my friends. My doggy hears me and she's going to be at the door. Let me in. I know you're awake, Mom. I have to be kind of quiet because my son's sleeping, working daytime. I thought I'd come on and see who was awake. Someone comes in, I'm gonna have a little 420. I've only had one today. Oh, we're out of bottom thread. Hey, good thing I have more. I have more. I prepared myself. See, I prepared myself. I got lots of them ready. Ready. I could have just made a video, but I just didn't feel like working on videos right now. Oh, it's not done yet. I guess it wasn't done. It just ended. Yeah, still got more. And they're walking around in there. I don't see nobody yet. Maybe somebody on the other side, on the YouTube side. Sometimes we don't see all the ones that are on the YouTube side. I'll leave and watch on the YouTube side. Now it's the dark one. So I got these all cut. So I do different colors of the jean. And then different color, like a light color, dark color, and then the plaid in the middle. And that's going to be this new skirt that I'm making. I hadn't cut all them straight pieces. And got the other skirt ready to be sewn, and so I'm working on two skirts at the same time. And by tomorrow, I'll have at least one of them done. And I'll be sleeping for a little while. I usually sleep in the morning until about 3. And then get up. That's been working for me. At 3 or 4 o'clock, I wake up and then I start working, doing stuff in the house. I'm gonna make some aprons yet. So. Hi, whoever's coming in. Welcome here. Welcome. I'm going to take a break in a little bit, and I'll change the camera to the table and say hi. Have a puff. I've only had one today, so doing pretty good. Been too busy. I don't know if I have enough yet. I don't know if I have enough to go all the way around the skirt yet. I'll have to keep going. This is so far. But it's going to have some little, it's going to be bunched up a little bit, so. Last 2 pieces of this, so I hope it's enough. I hope it'll be enough. Oh, I didn't cut this one all the way. I guess it only cuts with one. What's everybody else doing awake? Don't be shy, come say hello. And I came on StreamYard, so if anybody is awake that's comfortable coming on panel, you guys can. I'll post the link in there. You guys can come on panel if you want. Chat with me and make it more interesting. Just somebody watching me sew. I don't really have nothing to talk about by myself. I'm in my own little world here. I can see people popping in and watching, but nobody's saying hello. There's some of you are in bed, ready to go to sleep. This may be relaxing for you. Some people find this relaxing. Reminds them of their grandma sewing. I'm kind of like everybody's mom, grandma, whoever I need to be, sister, brother. Oh, whatever. Yeah. Whatever I need to be. Another light one. Can't wait to put this on. I hope I get it done and you guys can see me put it on. I'll put it on for you guys and show you guys what it looks like. I sometimes sit here and listen to podcasts while I'm doing this. Or the crime updates. I wonder if it's going to be big enough. Is that with me? Okay, we're going to measure it now. Oh, there's one more. One more. This will be going on here like this. But it's going to be all like crushed up. Okay, so we got to sew this one on here yet. We have one more. One more. And it's perfect. And one side is dark, one side is light. Perfect. All right, let's do this last one. Oh. Hiya. Hey, Timmy Ray. What you doing awake? Is it like daytime there? I can post a link if anybody wants to come up. I'm just gonna sew this last piece on here, and then I'm going to switch some things. What are you up to? What are you up to, Timmy Ray? It is 12:30 a.m. Oh wow, it's 1:30 a.m. here. 1:30 in the morning. 1:30 in the morning. I think I got all of the pieces. There I did sew all the pieces on. Okay. I think this will be good. So the last one. And then I'm going to sit down and pin it around. I'm going to sit down over there and talk with you guys. I'm kind of hungry now. I just had some French fries earlier. I baked a big, huge cake yesterday. That was like a marble cake. I got to sneeze. It's going to go away. Oh, it went away. I hate that. I just had some cake and some really... Oh, bless me. Oh, see what I mean? When I have to sneeze, it's a big one. It's loud. Ooh. I'm kind of hungry and nauseous. I forget what time. I forget how long I've been sitting here. When I'm sewing, I forget. I forget to do anything. Like my coffee, I made a new coffee and it's fully cold. Like my coffee's cold and everything. Yeah, when I get into sewing or something, I don't eat or anything. I just get right into it. And then I get nauseous and I sneeze. That lets me know you're hungry. All right. Here she goes. Kiss it full. All right. I'm going to turn it around now. I know it doesn't look like much yet, but this is going to be a skirt. This is going to be a skirt. So we are now going to move the sewing machine. Actually, I'm going to move. I had my iron out and it was hot. And guess what I did to my plant? I burnt the leaves on my plant with my iron. So I have to take those leaves and take them off. I have to move this. Oops. Get this out of the way. So how it's going to go on here is like this. But I'm going to have to sew it just a line and then kind of scrunch it up. That's what I got to do now. So I'm going to make it as loose, the loosest one. So we're going on number 3. Very loose, so that way we pull the string in as much as we need to. Okay, now we're going to come over here. And we're going to do this part. Pokies. Get the pokies out. Put my phone over there. Towel it. Let me read some of the comments. It's raining here. It's raining. We got a thunderstorm warning. Oh, wow. I love thunderstorms. They're awesome. Trying to sleep, but got some bad weather here. Oh, so you should be able to sleep nice and soundly if the rain is nice and loud. Seem to since 2 p.m. your time because you are on hour. Yep, I'm an hour after you. Yeah. All right. So what I'm gonna do here? It's kind of funny. Like, oh, there it goes again. I'm all messed up with my thing. Okay. It's kind of funny that on this channel, I have mostly men watching me on this channel. This is my creative channel. So that means that a lot of men out there are very creative. That's really nice to know that. So yeah, a lot of people follow me. A lot of guys follow me on this channel more than girls. And on my other channel, my spiritual channel, that's more girls that follow me. Hey, Ra, welcome. Let me drop the link for you guys, and you guys can come up and talk with me. Oh, that's the YouTube side. Never mind. That's the wrong one. And right. Copy. Yeah, I like creative people. I like hanging out with creative people. Gets my creative juices flowing, you know. Now I'm just going to try to not pull this thread. That's just pulling it kind of through. Welcome.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hold on. Let me turn this thing on. Can't hear you.
Hello.
Now I should be able to hear you.
Hello.
There we go. I can hear you now. This my stereo thing always shuts off on its own,
Okay.
and it still works. Like it still works, but when somebody else comes on here, I can't hear them if I don't have the stereo part turned on. Now, I don't know how this is going to work too well because this is like not easy to go through, like to do this.
What are you doing?
I'm making a skirt, but right now I'm bunching up. I'm trying to bunch up the thread to make it like a pleaty.
Okay.
And then I'm going to sew this part of the skirt, which is the bottom part. I'm going to sew that onto a pair of jeans that I'm turning into a skirt. So this is the jeans.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, so I'm a revamper. I like to make things, give it life again. I like to give things life again that are not being, you know.
Right.
And I like skirts now for some reason. When I was a young girl, I always wanted to wear pants, you know, but I was living in a Mennonite community, so we weren't allowed to wear pants.
Really? A
I mean,
Mennonite community.
yeah, so
That's
we were forced to wear like dresses and ugly ones too, you know what I'm saying?
oh, that stinks.
They were not pretty, like not really, not to me. So how you doing?
Do you want to know the truth?
Sure, I'm here to listen.
Oh man. Okay, yeah, you can be my therapist for the day.
I like
Uh,
listening
I've
sometimes.
had a rough day.
I'm sorry to hear that. Sending you good vibes. Oh, this is not working. This
Well,
isn't
please,
working out for me.
what the what you're doing?
Yeah, trying to bunch the threads up. It's not working because the thread is really cheap. So,
Ah,
cheap thread breaks easily. So when you're trying to pull it, it just rips.
yeah, my ex used to do that.
Oh yeah, sewing and stuff. My mom taught us when we were kids. So
Yeah,
I'm just gonna have to. Pardon?
I was gonna say I took home ec in high school,
In
and
high
that
school.
so yeah, and I learned how to. Well, that's where all the girls were, so
Yeah,
I just
you gotta take those classes because that's where you're gonna get the girls.
that's right. And but it helped me. It taught me a lot about cooking. It taught me how to sew. I remember making a giant floor pillow. It was pretty cool. So
It would be. I've been wanting to make a bed for my dog, and I did make one before for her, but then she ended up messing it up, ripping it apart. You know,
well,
you know how dogs go.
every
Dogs do.
yep, yep. I got four of those, so yep, I know how that goes.
Well, my dog, when something else is on her stuff, like if another animal goes on her things and is giving her things to use, she's not happy about that.
Ah,
She's a Scorpio, it's very possessive. Okay, so when
I'm a I'm a Virgo, so
Virgos like to learn because Virgos are the hermit, right? The hermit goes
oh
off on
yeah,
this journey to learn, right?
oh yeah,
The hermit and the
very
fool are kind of like on the same kind of like they have a journey to go on.
yeah. I'm very much that, and I'm very much a hermit, and I love traveling. I love, but I did a lot of that early on, and I I would still like to explore and travel. It's one of the reasons I picked the land that I bought where I picked it. So
Oh,
I,
nice. Yeah, I'd like to have a little piece of land somewhere. Somewhere just to call your own little piece of dirt.
yeah, I got mine out of nowhere. My brother, I actually got fired from my last job before I reached social security age. I'm 63 now, and like 3 years ago, I basically I don't want to repeat what I said. It wasn't very nice to my boss, but let's just say immediately he said you're fired, and I
Oh,
deserved it because of what I said. I shouldn't have said what I got angry and I said something I shouldn't have said. So anyway, my brother at the time was about to start a remodel on his house, and I obviously went over and talked to him and told him what happened, and he goes, "Well, that's perfect because I need your help." And lo and behold, he put me to work for the next 2.5 years, and one thing led to another, and he paid me very little, but he paid me enough to get by, because I was already living a minimalistic lifestyle. Let's just put it that way.
yeah.
And yeah, I was in an RV, and I was, you know, anyway, um, trying to get back on my feet. And at the end of doing his remodel, which was, oh man, that was tough. But I was in good shape at the time, and because the job that I got fired from was a very physical job. So, long story short, I was able to do quite a bit for him. And then his father in law, his wife's father, had a big house. and he had dementia really, really bad. And my brother and my sister-in-law had been taking care of him. They had to go there every day and make sure he was okay because it progresses to a point where
Yeah.
it gets worse and worse, right? Your memory loss. And anyway, they finally got to the point where my sister-in-law realized that it was time to put him in a home where they could watch him 24/7 because she found him a couple of times on the floor and things like that. And I don't want to give all the gory details, but he was bad off.
That's
So
what happens when they get dementia or Alzheimer's or dementia, and it's sad.
it's very sad. So they picked a really nice place close to their house, and where he had been living, it was pretty far away from them, but it was still in Central Florida, but it was miles. I mean, it was round trip for them was probably over an hour every day, and they they'd go and they'd take him to the grocery store. He had a routine, super nice guy, her dad, and but anyway, once he was in the help home, or I don't even know what they call them, old folks home, whatever you want to
Yeah,
call it, and
like
he and
assisted living.
he had money, okay, and he was, let's just put it that way. And so they got him a really nice place because they could afford to, and she was the executor of his will and was able to afford a really nice place. And they cooked for him, they did everything for him, and it was wonderful, for a while. And then COVID hit, and he was
That
in
just
one of
gave
those.
me chills when you said that.
Yeah, and I don't know if you are against saying that on your channel, but it was
Oh, you
just a
can say whatever you
reality. Okay, good. But I'll try to keep it to a minimum. But anyway, they moved him in there and realized that they needed to prepare his house to be sold because her mom had already passed away, and it was just her and her brother, and she was the executor of the will, and she decided to start prepping the house for sale because she realized it wasn't realistic for him to even be in that house anymore. And one thing led to another, and like I said, their remodel on their house was done. So then my brother asked me to help him remodel this house, which was a whole house. And what he did was just he demolished part of his house and added a new addition onto his house, and it was fairly small. So anyway, now we're into this really big uh, remodel job, and that lasted, I guess, a year and a half, something like that. And again, he paid me a fair amount. I thought it was, and it was enough to because I had asked him if he could help me get, to my age 62 so I could get my Social Security. And he said, "Yeah, no problem." And then when we finished the house, they the housing market just took off,
Oh wow.
and they sold the house in a week.
Wow.
And
How you
I
doing,
and I
Kenny? Sorry, I just want to say hi to Kenny first. How you doing, Kenny?
Doing all right about yourself.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too. It's been a hot minute since I've been up on your live.
I know. I'm starting to miss you.
Yeah, I been busy with my dad, of course,
Yeah,
and
you know Kenny, right? Raw.
no, I don't. It's hi, how you doing? My name's Bob.
nice to
Oh,
meet you, Bob. How are
Nice to meet
you?
uh,
you, sir. I'm okay. You
Bob
know.
was on. Bob was on on Mike's live, right? You were on Mike's live.
Yeah, yeah. I've been on. He let me on there a couple times.
Yeah, Kenny and we all friends. Like my Kenny's part of our group too. And Kenny was actually the place where a lot of the people, like a few of the people, I mean, went and helped Kenny and his grandpa. Is it your grandpa or dad?
Well, he plays a role in both. He plays a role in grandpa, dad.
Okay, so he's biologically your
Yeah,
grandpa, though, right?
yeah. In actuality, yeah. But I,
Okay,
but I've
well,
lived
that's what I
with him
kind of
ever.
figured.
But I've lived with him ever since I was born. So pretty much
So
my whole
how's
20.
I haven't really. If you want to talk about that at all, you can.
He is
What's going
actually
on there?
doing pretty good. He's been battling pneumonia and UTI, but he's getting better with that now.
I'm just
And
gonna
that
sit down
place,
and chat with you guys for a bit.
that place he had come up on his right leg, it's getting better as well. They were able to treat it well. They were able to catch the infection before it actually got to the bone. Uh,
Oh, that's good. He's doing better. That is nice to hear that, Kenny. That's good to hear that he's doing better.
but he's still got a little bit of ways to go. But I mean, he's getting better and stronger each day. So, and just a few more days, he should be about ready to come off the antibiotics and for the pneumonia and UTI. So,
Oh, okay. So where do you live, Bob? Um,
Right now, I'm not on the land yet that I got. I'm in Apopka, Florida.
okay.
It's about uh 10 miles, 15 miles west of Orlando. So I normally just tell everybody Orlando
Did you say
because,
Launda?
huh?
Did you say Launda?
No, Orlando.
Orlando. I thought you said Launda. That is a place too, and I just know that place is like where that place is or whatever.
Yeah, it sounds familiar.
Yeah, it's
Well,
somewhere in Bolivia, I think, somewhere near there. Yeah, there's a
but
lot of places. Like, go ahead.
no, it's okay. I think we've got a little delay going on.
Yeah, maybe. I was just gonna say there's a lot of different places that my family is from, so I do remember like some of the cultures, like places that my dad used to
Right.
talk about. So yeah, is there somebody else here? Oh no, that's okay. Thought there was somebody else in the basement. My computer is so loud. I If I didn't need to use it every day and I watch TV on it, I do everything on it, and so I need to really take it in and get it cleaned out. That's one of my goals before I blow out the motherboard again or something. That would suck.
Yeah, I haven't had my computer up and running, and good grief, it's probably obsolete by this point.
Well, this one here, I got the Tomb Raider cover, right? I got the Tomb Raider cover. I got a cool cover for mine.
Oh, that's cool.
It's got the Tomb Raider girl on it with the gun, or like this.
I love that game when it came out. I remember playing that with my son.
My kids
Ha-
play it.
Yeah, having to figure out all the puzzles and how to open doors and stuff.
Yeah, Tomb Raider is one of the older games, isn't it?
Yeah, kind of.
This one here is uh, Tomb Raider. The cool all your life. Be cool all your life. Okay, I get to be cool all my life. My son's the computer that he got. It has these cool lights that
That light up on the box.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
That's
cool.
nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I
I
never
just
had anything that elaborate.
I
you
like to
know.
take this computer in to a computer guy and say, okay, now soup me up, man, for like total social media superhero, okay? Make my computer a superhero for social media. And
Hey,
that's all I
Timmy,
explain. Oh, you guys got your little stockings up? Or actually, they're big.
I'm not a big. I used to be big on Christmas. I'm not really big on Christmas anymore.
Well, I really, actually, I'm not. I'm not a person that doesn't celebrate Christmas. I'm just a person that hasn't been celebrating Christmas just because
Right.
either my kids weren't around, or I didn't have money, so I sent the kids to their dads, or because so they could have like something gifts and be with family because I didn't really hang out with my family that much. So I always allowed them to go to their family. But now my family is starting to do more things together like that. So
Well,
we're
that's
going to
cool.
have Christmas this year with my sister. So
It's a good time. It's a good time for families to get together. It really is.
yeah, our family is big, but we're all very different, and most of the year we pretty much do our own thing. We're not into each other's things. Like we're not. We have our own.
Yeah. Same here.
Yeah. And it'd be nice if family could all get together and start a business together, but it doesn't work like that. Everybody wants to be the boss, or everybody wants to be the cook in the kitchen, right? So it's like
yeah.
too many cooks in the kitchen, or too many chiefs, not enough. What do you call
Indians. Yeah. Not enough Indians. Yeah.
it? No, it's not how I remember it. But I used to be with a Native American guy, but it was like he said that sometimes. Um,
Right.
yeah, but everybody called him chief because he was the only Native American guy, and the rest of them white guys, right? So yeah.
Right.
Uh,
Yeah. We used to think that we had Native American in our family, but we found out that we didn't. But a lot of people say that those tests that you take are just kind of
did you know
guesses.
that you can't test Native American blood? You can't test to see if you're that type of blood.
That's
It's
interesting. Huh.
um
Yeah, because we have really high cheekbones, and but
yeah, our family has Native American in it too, but we can't authenticate it. We can't like say we are. Like we can't put it on paper.
right,
It's never been proven, like other than the ancestors' DNA, just because of names, and it was all because of a name in my family.
right.
So the name was Native American, but so I don't know. Like maybe it was. I don't know. Like I don't know. It was from Saskatchewan anyway, and I think it was the Ojibwe natives.
Hmm.
Well, some people call them Potawatomi, or Ojibwe.
Yeah, there's so many different tribes.
I only know like two that are very that I know of, like that I hear about all the time. Is like the well, there's the Eagle Clan, and then there's also uh, the there's the Ojibways, and then there's the other Native Americans. They were more the warriors, like they were more the fighters.
Right.
The Ojibwe Native Americans were more the peaceful ones.
Hmm. That's interesting.
Uh,
Um,
Timmy Ray, we're actually getting snow over here.
you're getting snowed,
What?
Kenny? Wow.
Yeah, what was getting snow? I don't know if it still is or not.
I am
Um,
pretty proud of myself, guys. Sorry, I'm interrupting you again, Kenny. Sorry. Go ahead, Kenny.
yeah, I'm in Spruce Pine, North Carolina, staying over here at my kicking at country's house.
I was just gonna say I'm pretty proud of myself. I've only had one joint today. One.
Only
I'm proud
one.
of myself. Gotta give myself a pat in the back.
Atta girl.
I've been busy, okay? That's why.
Mm.
My ADHD like got really focused on something. And that's the thing about some ADHD or um is you have a hard time focusing. But if you really like to do something, you don't have a problem focusing on it, and you literally forget about everything else you're doing.
I'm gonna try. Right now, Timmy Ray, I'm staying in Spruce Pine, North Carolina until my dad gets out of the rehab facility thing, and I also need to be able to find another place to live. Um,
I will
I'm
pray
gonna,
for you guys that something
I'm
beautiful
gonna
will
try.
happen for you.
I'm gonna try to find another place in Tennessee to live,
Well,
so that I'll
I'm
be
gonna keep
close. So I'll be close to my home church.
you in my prayers that you something beautiful happens for you guys on Christmas.
Because
Okay.
I really truly miss my home church, and I've been dedicated to that church since I was 8, 9 years old.
Oh wow.
Yep,
That must have been really hard to walk away from it when you've been there so long.
indeed, for sure.
Do you feel like you kept it? Did you feel like you've got to keep everything, or was it a lot very overwhelming to keep track of what you wanted to keep?
Well, I basically pretty much had to throw most of my belongings and stuff that I had away because of mold, black mold and stuff.
I heard that. Yeah.
So, and once black mold sets in, you can't get rid of it. So,
Yeah, it's
and
pretty much done.
so, and it gets everywhere. So you pretty much have to condemn your own house
Wow.
when black mold sets in.
And
If
that's
I
probably why
had
you were
known,
coughing a lot sometimes,
if
probably.
I
Remember?
had not, if I had known that we had a leak uh, a couple of years ago, months ago, whenever the leak started, if I had known that, I would have had something done sooner. Okay.
Yeah. So that creeps up on you sometimes.
Mm,
It's like I had a piece of like so okay, so like a while back there was this smell in my house. Okay, I didn't know where it was coming from. I didn't.
yeah.
It was a very bad smell. Okay, I could not
Mm,
figure out where the smell was coming from, and I remember my brother was at my house and he had gone to the food bank, right?
yeah.
And he had left his bag behind and he had some meat in his bag that he got from the food bank
Yeah.
and that was there for about 2 weeks and when I found it I was like that's what smelled. It was meat. It was really nasty.
Yeah. But I mean, um, yeah, because obviously I had a leak somewhere in the house that I didn't know nothing about,
Oh,
and
so water
and
got in.
so water got in there, and usually when water gets in there, that's where usually black mold starts.
Yeah.
And so therefore,
I'll just give. What do you say? I'm just giving up. I'm going to church because what happened to my dad, Charlie, Charles, in church. My dad fell down on the steps, and the pastor and everyone laughed at him, making fun of him. So, wow, that's not a, that's, yeah, I don't go to churches either because you get judged there a lot. And if you're not wearing the proper clothes or whatever, if you're not wearing, you know, nice clothes, whatever, then you're not really, and you're just a peasant there. So, like, I'd rather be at home and be a peasant. And, um, where I want to, like, now read this one message for you guys of, like, you know this is what I'm doing. Okay, so um like how Moses did, right? You guys know how Moses did. Well, Moses was a prince, and he didn't care about money, and he sacrificed all his, like, wealth and money and all that behind to search his spiritual emotional truth. And that's in my tarot cards. Okay. So it says the eight of cups represents leaving the good things behind in the pursuit of the higher ideals. Moses was raised as a prince in Egypt, but realized he needed to sacrifice his royal life and wealth to pursue a spiritual and sacred one, walking away from introspection and accepting with withdrawal, seeking the truth. I kind of did that too. That's kind of like my story, actually. I used to make $1,000 a week when my kids were little. What I was doing, I made money to, my money wasn't making me happy. Then I found a man, and he wasn't making me happy. He made me very sad. And then I went off my own journey, and this is where I am now. Huh. Now I got all of you guys. I love all of you guys, and and nobody here stressing me out. That's I don't know. Did I make you think a lot or what, Kenny? Like, I shut everybody up.
uh, I don't know what to say. um,
Yeah.
but uh, but
No, I just
yeah, um, huh?
no, I just bringing that up because he said it was church, right? And it just reminded me of that. Like, um,
Yeah,
it's like the church too. Like, if a lot of churches, like, if they have to look the best, they have to look, they have to be the most expensive, whatever, right? Well, that's not godly, honestly. So I agree with Timmy Ray. You don't need church to have God in your life. You don't. And sometimes we feel like God is more in our life when we're not going to church. For me, anyway. Anyways, yeah, Moses was a prince, but he didn't want to be that. He didn't want to be that. Like, you ever see these stories of, like, even the fairy tale stories where the prince will meet this beautiful girl, and then he finds out that she's a peasant. She's just a poor girl, right? And then he's not supposed to be her. That's like forbidden love, and not supposed to be with her. And but he wants to be with her because his heart wants him to be with her. So it's kind of like that. So what's up, Rob?
I'm practicing my silence.
You don't have an
I
opinion? Come on, guys. Everybody should have an opinion.
well, I have a lot of things to say, but it's sometimes it's better to listen. So I'm
No, but
enjoying what
I'm always doing the talking. I want to hear some things of you guys think about this stuff because
the
I'm a very
church,
spiritual person.
the
I'm a very
Bible, God. Is that what you're asking?
Yeah,
I
like
I
everybody. Where's all your views on it? Like everybody has a view on it, how they feel about it
oh wow. How much time do I have?
all night long.
um, I'm a I'm a very spiritual person. If you get a chance to listen to my music, my songs that I wrote,
Oh,
then
I haven't done that yet. Um,
then you would probably be shocked. But
why don't you
I
serenade us?
oh wow, I'm not at home. I'm at my son's house.
Oh,
Actually, I'm in my ex's almost in her front yard, not quite, and he's in my utility trailer sleeping. Let's just put it that way.
oh, cool, cool.
And he lives with her, and he had a problem today. And I don't want to drag everybody down. So, but anyway,
That's good that you were there for him, though. Even if you don't want to, talk about it, it's good to know
well,
that
yeah,
you were there for your son.
yeah, I can't, I can't, I come over and uh, help her when he gets, he's disabled, and he got a little, uh, shall we say, inebriated tonight and today, and it just it scares her. And he called me early today and let me know that he had had a bad day and he was drinking. And I said to him, I said, well, you're kind of starting early. And he knew what that meant. And I knew what that meant. And I decided to come over and save my ex from his overindulgence. Let's just put it
Yeah.
that way.
Boys can be a little bit overpowering when they're when they got the liquid courage in them.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, I have two sons. I have a 23-year-old and a 25-year-old.
Well, my son's 40.
I'm
So
47.
you're what?
I'm 47.
47.
Yeah.
You're young.
People
Um,
tell me that. I don't believe it.
You don't look it, Cass.
Thanks. Did
You
you
really
did you see
don't.
thanks. Did you see what Kenny just I mean, did you see what Timmy Ray just said?
no, I'm
Timmy
on a
Ray,
phone. I can't really
oh
see what.
here, let me put it on the screen. It says that Kenny would be a good pastor, a good
Uh,
minister, a good priest. Hey
I,
Kenny, you
I
can go
don't
get your
do
license now online.
I don't do that type of stuff. For
You can get your license online and then you can marry people.
I know, but
Kenny the preacher coming to the courtside marrying
if
everybody
I
that goes there for
if
their
I
warmth.
if I was to if I was to I'd want to be pastoring my I'd want to be pastoring my home church. I know that if I was the pastor.
Well, yeah, you do that anyway. We do that anyway as parents. If we have kids, we're supposed to be there, their preacher as well. Because
But
society doesn't really teach our kids that anymore.
That's right. It doesn't.
Oh, thank you.
That's
It's like
right.
not being stressed out for a year or two now. Not really being that stressed out. Like not having really traumatic shit happening anymore. That's good.
I was gonna say you were in your 30s, Cass. I would never thought you was in your 40s.
Well, that's why I ended up with a youngin'. The last one. The last one that I was with was 13 years younger than me. But you wouldn't be able to tell. He's like strong, big, strong guy.
Yeah.
So you robbed the cradle, is what you're trying to tell
No,
us.
he was the cougar chaser, I guess. I never wanted to be a cougar. I always said I'd never date a younger guy. And then I waited 10 years to date anybody. And the last time I had really dated someone is when my like a serious relationship ended, and it was really terrible relationship. When it ended, I was 30. I was 30 in my early 30s. So literally my brain, my romantic side, or my that side of me kind of got, I think it got, like, what do you call that when you stop growing?
Dormant.
Yeah, it kind of became dormant, so I kind of stayed at that age when it came to romance and dating and stuff.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
At that
Yeah.
level, I guess, because I didn't date.
Stunted.
Yeah. So when
Yeah.
I came back, when I got back on the horse, I
So to
got on the
speak.
pony first.
uh,
No, I'm
yeah.
just teasing about it now. No, I did fall in love with a guy, and
Well,
he was down the hall from me, and he still lives there, and we haven't really talked in 2 years. We ghosted each other, and Axis
uh-oh.
was involved. Ax was involved, and she was jealous, and whatever, and
Oh,
it always
wow.
happens. It always happens. So they
Wow.
don't want them until somebody else has them. That's when they want them back, or they still want them, but they still want what they have too. They want.
Companionship, I've found in my life anyway, companionship is not something that I really.
Well, there was a lot of emotional cheating going on between him and his ex. Emotional cheating is just as bad, as if not worse,
What do you
than
mean by
physical cheating.
emotional cheating?
Well, she would use him to an emotional crutch every day, to text him every day with her problems, emotional problems.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
When
yeah,
she was
yeah.
having problems with her other man, the one that she
Oh,
fucked around on him
wow.
with.
So, so she used him as a counselor.
An emotional crutch, yeah, like a daddy.
Yeah, yeah, that's not good.
No, it pissed me off.
That confuses a lot of men too.
Yeah.
It's not
And,
good for
and,
the
and
man.
I guess he might have thought that she wanted him back, and no, she had two more kids with the other guy.
Yeah, I would call that wanting your cake and eat it too.
Yeah, wanting your cake and your ice cream and your fucking and your
Pie,
whipped cream
everything. Yeah,
and your whipped cream. Fuck, ice cream and whipped cream. Getting selfish,
exactly. Cherry on top, the whole deal.
right?
Didn't want to say
I'm
banana
not.
split, but I
I'm
just
not.
did. So
I'm not touching that one. I'm not touching that one.
It might
it's
stump your
all in
brain.
it's all in good fun. Don't worry, Kenny. I'm an old man.
No, Kenny has a thing where he has. Okay, do it, Kenny. When you talk about food, what does it do to you when you do like food taste and stuff?
Make your tongue slap your brain.
Oh, I'm gonna have to roll my window up. Good grief! I'm out in front of somebody's house, and it's
Yeah, make your tongue
2:30 in
slap
the
your brain.
morning. I'm gonna get the police called on me. That'd be exciting. I'd turn the camera on and share it with you guys if that happened.
Yeah, for sure. That'd be some action on my channel.
Well, that's not action I want, though.
No, but the only way that channels go viral is when bad shit happens.
Isn't that true? It's that whole thing about when somebody sees a car wreck on the highway, you can't help but look.
Hmm. It's exactly like that. And I used to
It
call all the trolls onto my channel, and I stopped doing that. I used to bring all of my negative energy onto the internet. When I was frustrated, when I was pissed off, I'd come on there and let everybody have it.
just vent, yeah.
And I would always I would uh, be embarrassed afterwards, so I'd make the video private, obviously. but, but while you're in there doing that, there's a lot of trolls that are going, oh, there's one I can get. Yeah.
Sorry, I had to shut my door on my truck. I'm in the cab of my truck. I don't know
Uh,
if you can see the street light here. I'll turn my camera on. It's facing forward. There's the where
oh,
I'm
it
at.
looks pretty sparkly.
Yeah, it's raining slightly. And I put it on myself, but I can't have a light on here. You wouldn't be able to see me. And I'm not much to look at anymore anyway. So,
Hey, we are all only given one body, and it's
oh
really
my,
what's inside. It's
mine
really,
is completely falling apart.
for me, it's more personality and, you know, how a person treats each other, um,
Companionship, yeah, is
and
important.
positive intentions, like even with friends, family, whatever. I
That's
always
right.
focus on the positive intentions. When you have positive intentions, the outcome is usually good.
It's a lot easier to smile than it is to frown.
Well, they
So
say that, it takes more muscles to frown, and
that's right.
also when you frown a lot, it makes you older, and so when you hear that, you're like always wanting to smile, even some
Yep.
fake one.
It's better to lift somebody up than tear them down. That's for sure.
Yeah. No, I've been at the bottom where I left with my kids and packed them up in a vehicle and left, and that's all we had is what we could fit in our little Ranger truck and my little 5 speed. But we made it to a different town, and and I didn't know I didn't know. I went by instinct then. I was on survival mode. I was put to the test, and I made it with my kids and my animals, and yeah, we made it.
Well, good for you. I'm happy that you did. That's great. Looks like you're doing okay for yourself right now. I enjoyed
Yeah,
your show
still got some
about the.
emotional battles to fight, but
I enjoyed your cooking show.
thank you.
That that was awesome. I want to get one of those presses.
One of the
Uh,
what? Oh,
the
the
press,
the press. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I finally caught the beginning of it and watched that because I was in Mike's channel talking to him and the other fellow. I forget his name. Is it Dale? Anyway,
Yeah, who was there last night? But yeah.
um, he saw that you were on, and then Mike had to go do something with his friend, and I'm like, and you popped in for a minute. And I'm like, well, yeah, what's the link? I'll go over and watch a cooking show.
Yeah, because I'm Mike's moderator. I've been Mike's moderator since I met that group. Like Mike used to be on all night long, and then I was in a really bad space. The first year my brother died. Like this been 2 years now, but the first year
Sorry
when
to
we
hear
were
that.
hitting the 1 year mark, it was really hard for me, and I couldn't really lean on my family because they were just as having as hard a time. So I ended up getting sent to by actually Lance sent me to Mike's channel, and that's how I met a lot of people. I met Kenny there. I met a lot of people there.
There's a
Timmy Ray.
lot of there's a lot of upbeat, positive people, but I can tell they're good people, you
Oh
know.
yeah,
So
there used to be all kinds of. Remember that Kenny when 2 years ago? There used to be all kinds of people come in there. There was even people that come in there, flash themselves, and then I'd have to. Then
well,
Mike would
that's
have to start
normal.
looking
That's
at.
yeah, that's normal on YouTube.
They, I remember, uh, I'd be pulling all nighters, running
Yeah,
that live stream, and then I'd have to get up and I'd have to get up and get ready to go to school the next morning. I'd still be pulling an all nighter.
Yeah.
And
You were always working on the computer. Like you were always helping people, sharing them out.
yeah,
They're the ones the ones you meet people, and then there's some that you're not gonna really they're not going to really stick around because you really don't have nothing in common with each other. So it's just gonna be like that, whenever you see each other, hi, whatever. But then there's the ones that you're really like, oh yeah, this person and I have a lot of interest they have, so I follow them, I watch everything they do, whatever. I mean, I support their channel, and um yeah, so and then you end up meeting some people that are your friends, and then people are not just subscribers anymore, they're actually your friends,
Hmm.
because a lot of people that are on here have their own channel as well. So that's when you become friends, is when you usually have a channel.
Yeah, I got in with a group of people that wasn't the best influence, and they they were at first it was fun. They were just having fun, and then it became something more than that. It was kind of like a group of trolling people that it was entertainment at the cost of other people's feelings, and
Yeah,
I
there
had
is some.
I had to bow out. I got off of YouTube for almost, I think, 3 years,
Oh yeah, there's a
and
few out there that are still going like that.
oh yeah, and I was right in the middle of it, and I was participating in it, and I realized that this is not cool at all, and uh, yeah, I got corrected, you know. So yeah,
No,
sometimes you got to correct your course, you know.
if you are any kind of like a person that stands up for people, or that will step in if they see something is really wrong, usually those channels will not want you in their channel. Like that's how I am too. I'm
Yeah,
kind of an activist. I stand up for my friends and the people that can't stand up for themselves. I will also speak for the people that will not speak for themselves. And that's why I'm a tarot reader. I speak. That's what I do. And the tarot cards are my tools to help me to say things quicker without having to sit there and channel it. You know, I do channel people's energy though. Like I'm without trying, I do that. But you guys have good energy. I don't really have to really like, we're just chilling. Um,
right.
and I don't try to do that when I'm just hanging out with people. That's why, I mean, a lot of people, they don't, if they if they have like negative intentions, they don't want to be around me because they know I'll know. Like they'll know I know. And
Yeah,
that's
I got that. I was picking. Your terminology is a little foreign to me, but at the same time, I know what you're talking about. I picked up on the part that was bad, and I had to just step away.
yeah.
And I ended up apologizing to a lot of people online when I came back, and felt the need in my spirit to do that. And I had stepped on a lot of toes. I used to do back in the Google Plus days. I used to do the 8 hour all night video stuff, and uh, I got away from my original intention of why I came on YouTube, and I was pretty naive what I was, getting myself into. It's funny when you know, not funny. That's probably not a good way of
I
saying
know
it.
what you mean. It's like ironic, but we say funny. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, it was ironic because I became the very thing that I didn't like. And when I realized it, I said, that's it. I have to step away. And it took me a while to even start looking again at YouTube, and because there was just it was bad energy.
Yeah, like I follow
And
some of the crimes, and there was something I felt like really needed to say. I really needed to say, so I jumped on this lady's channel, and I just wanted to say like about this one thing, right? It was really, really bothering me. I needed to say it, and I said I had this feeling, and as soon as I said I had this feeling, oh, are you psychic? Are you psychic? Whatever, and I'm like, I do, yeah, I do readings. And as soon as they said that, she said, oh, Hail Mary, Hail Mary. Oh, she was like, oh, I'll pray for
she
you.
got religious. Yeah,
She wouldn't even hear what I had to say.
yeah.
That was the barnyard lady. The
That's
barnyard
interesting.
lady.
Wow.
I stopped going on crime channels, like having opinions. I recently, just today, stepped into somebody that reacts to the they call the um trauma. Anyways, these people that go around searching for people that are going through shit so they can go, um, tra-
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
what do they call them? Tragedy pimps. Anyways, I watched this guy today, and I've been watching him for a while. That was kind of making fun of the tragedy pimps, and like kind of giving it back to them, right? I was watching him, and I went into his chat and said hi to people, and then everybody in there said hi to me. I was like, "What the heck? What? This is a nice channel. This is not a channel where you have to throw money at before you get to say something." I'm
Yeah,
subscribing, so I subscribed to this dude today.
I never liked the money aspect of it, but I'm not against it as long as I as long as they're genuine about what they're doing. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with someone putting an effort,
Yeah, it's okay to support
into their
channels.
channel and benefiting financially from it. It's okay. Who knows? Maybe they're doing good with that money. You never know. So,
No, these tragedy pimps that he's talking about, they're not. But like
oh
he
no,
is, like
yeah, yeah, I know.
he has a channel too. We all bring up money, but we don't just bring up money when someone comes to say hi in our chat. They get ignored until you put a super chat or you know even in
Right.
the reading channels that I go into a lot of times, and now I found a few big channels that I've been following, and I like these ladies, and they actually recognize me when I come in there. They say hello, and those ones I respect. Same with the tarot reading channels. Like some they won't even notice you. You don't mean nothing to them. If you come and
Huh.
talk to them, you have something nice to say to them or whatever. You tell them they're beautiful, whatever. Anything you can say something really nice. They don't see it unless there's money attached to it.
That's interesting.
Hmm.
Huh. Yeah, I kind of shy away from the whole preaching aspect, unless someone is genuinely wants to know, ask me a question. Sure. I was in what was called for a long time the great debate community between Christians and atheists.
Oh,
And
so that's an interesting place to be. Yeah, that would be pretty hard.
oh, it was 10 years ago. It was cutthroat. It became vicious.
I'm not an
And
atheist, and it's not even safe to call yourself a Christian anymore because Christians have made that word so dirty.
exactly, exactly. And it's a shame because it's not supposed to be that way, in my
No,
opinion. It's supposed to be about love.
yeah, and it's I anything that if it's not of good of your heart, then it's not of good of anything.
Yeah, my mom used to tell me, she said, Bob, if you don't have anything good to say, don't say anything at all. And there was a
My
time
mom
on
said that too.
YouTube I wasn't following that at all. I was saying things I shouldn't have said, and then I found myself judging other people and condemning them even.
When
And
I do my readings, I don't judge anybody. I'm just reading what I hear, what I see. Like it's just a story, and it is someone's story usually. Usually it is.
I've noticed that a lot of times we tend, and I say we just in a general sense, not to any of you
I
here,
get it. I get it.
but we tend to project our bad onto other people and point out their flaws and ignore our own, and that's not
Yeah,
good.
I've been spiritually beat up a lot um, in my life, and you get around someone you. I'm learning to understand that though. Like I'm learning to understand what's my energy and what's not my energy. You know what I'm saying? So
Well, I made a lot of enemies on the other side. So all you got to do is search Raw 5069, and you'll see those videos. They're still up. A lot
well,
of them that people that were attacking me, and I'm not saying that they were wrong to do so. I mean, in some cases, I look back on it now, and they were right. I was being vicious and unloving and unforgiving and all the things that God isn't. And it was, yeah, like I said, I had to bow out for a while. And I, I,
e-
I don't even like talking about it, to be honest.
well, even if we just believe in the universe, we call in what we are. You know, we if we are angry, if we are hateful, if we are not in a good mood, and we keep being in that state of mind, the same kind of people are going to get drawn to us as soon as we open our mouths.
Yep. Well, some of those people, even on the atheist side, became my friends. And interestingly enough, we don't, when we bump into each other now on YouTube, we just talk about other things and we're just friends. And I think that's wonderful. But at the same time, I can't voice to them what I really believe because they don't believe it. And it's not fair for me to try to force feed to someone else,
We
at
can
least
have
in
our
my
opinion.
opinion.
People don't have to
Well,
take it. People don't have to take it and use it. You know what I mean?
some people get very upset when you talk about religion or politics,
Oh,
and
I don't care. Like that's what life is. Life is all about that. Red pill, blue pill, whatever they want to call it. You know,
right,
Matrix, aliens. Some people believe in aliens. Some people don't. Some people believe in the Matrix and the real life, like what people call regular life or real
uh,
life, is the Matrix.
well, I started focusing on my granddaughter, and I started writing my and putting my songs on YouTube, and I just focused on that, and I want her to know me as much as she can after I'm gone. You know, she's 12 now, so, and I don't get to see her very often, once a year if I'm lucky for a
No,
couple hours.
good role models are very important in kids' lives, and for kids to remember that because my really good role model that I remember, like even when other people weren't good role models that should have been, maybe I don't blame them because they weren't in a rough spot in their time, whatever. But my grandparents, my mom's side, they were the most loving, kind, humble people you could ever meet, and that's who I want to
Yeah,
be like.
yeah, I never got to meet any of my grandparents except for my mom's mom, and I only got to be around her for a very short time when I was young, and never met my mom's real dad, and I never met my dad's dad. I met his mom when I was very very young, and she was ill at the time, and even in the bed, that ill. So I didn't really get to know him.
I was
So it
in
was
my
it's kind of depressing, you know.
Yeah, I was in my mom's stomach when I was in my mom's belly when my grandma died, and on my dad's side, and her name was Anna. I was named after her, so I'm a reincarnated old lady, in a
Awesome.
young body. My mind is like an old lady. But the rest of me, no. Like I'm a child, like person, but I have really old knowledge and wisdom, really old.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I feel that way too sometimes. I started early having kids, so I at least I have that. You know, I'm blessed to have a granddaughter that's almost of an age that will remember me, and uh, I I want to be a good example. But I told the truth in my songs, the good and the bad,
I'm gonna
and
listen to it later
in
when we
the
get off
hope
the here.
that she will learn from my mistakes. I don't want her to emulate me, that's for sure, because I was, yeah.
No, but she's
uh,
a girl, and she will still like have your masculine side with her in spirit, but she will, you know, still have her side, like her feminine side, and girls are different than boys. Girls were not gonna try as much as most girls won't try as much as guys will.
yeah, I have one video up on my channel, and it's called "A Part of Me," and it's not a song. It's her sitting on my lap at first, and then joking around and with talking. We were at a restaurant in one part of. I just she's a joy.
That's
That my
good.
granddaughter
Kenny,
is
you're
what
putting
it.
Kenny to sleep.
I'm
the,
sorry,
the
Kenny.
grandpa, no,
I,
is probably reminds him of like his grandpa, like
I'm
just talking while
sorry.
he's going to sleep.
She's just a joy, and she's so full of energy and
Yeah,
loving, and just in love with the life. It's a spark of joy, pure
they're like
joy.
they're like little
Yeah,
fairies, like they're like little fairies, little dolls.
yeah. They're little. Like what reminds me. You remember that part when the Dorothy's house landed in Oz, and it turned to color from black and white, and they started all dancing and singing and coming out, and she's like one of the Munchkins, you know.
Yeah, now you're making me want to watch that movie, The
That was a
Wizards of
great
Oz.
movie. It was kind of
I'm gonna
dark
watch it now.
though.
I'm
It
gonna
was
find
kind
it
of
on YouTube and watch it.
it was kind of scary. The flying monkeys, and and
Yeah,
the Tin Man in the dark forest, and the lion was, I think, one of my favorite because he was the cowardly lion.
he's the
It
cowardly lion. Oh, I like the Tin
was,
Man.
yeah, but the
I like the Tin
singing,
Man. He's like
but
rusty.
this, yeah, the singing, and I've always been drawn to music when I
The
was
Tin Man
young.
is actually kind of like the Hermit.
Who?
The Tin Man.
Yeah, yeah, he was scared too. You remember he'd be shaking, and he'd rust up and need to be oiled. And then the apple trees. What are you doing picking my apples?
It's been a
They
while since
start
I watched
throwing
that.
apples at the.
My kids were little. That's 20 years. I'm gonna have to watch it with my kids. I'm gonna have to tell my son this weekend we want to watch The Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, and the part where you got the guy, the Wizard of Oz, and he's and the dog Toto pulls the curtain back.
That
That
is
was
so hilarious.
awesome.
Since you're
Yeah,
talking about
pay
it,
no attention to the man behind the curtain. The
oh
big
my god,
giant talking head on fire.
you're bringing fairy tale like people are bringing fairy tales to life. Okay, my cards are about fairy tales and folklores and fairy tales, but also my building. There's a guy that moved next to me,
Right.
and actually I know his sister and whatever, like, and his sister knows our family, but his name is John and he's got a dog named Toto. And I was just saying to my sister today, because my ex-boyfriend is down the hall and I used to call him Hercules, and then he went from Hercules to Peter Pan, and I was like this building is becoming a fairy tale.
when yeah, when you say Toto, it reminds me of the scene when Toto's in the basket and the witch is uh, riding the bicycle down the road and it's dun 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 dun. Dun.
Yeah, I really want to watch it.
Oh yeah, that's a great movie. And it was right when color TV was becoming a big thing.
See, I grew up
And
without TV. From my childhood, I didn't really have TV. The only time we got to watch TV is if we went to the store in that town, like the store,
right,
and we were cleaning the house of the my parents' friends that owned the store. We would
sure.
have to clean their house, and then we get to watch. We get to watch Elf. Elf.
Alf?
Elf. Yeah.
Yeah, the show. Okay, that yeah, I remember that one. Yeah.
Elf in Spanish. Yeah. Elf in Spanish. And
What you say you grew up in a Mennonite, if you don't mind me asking a question.
Mexico,
What
Chihuahua.
you said you grew up in a Mennonite family?
Well, in a Mennonite community, our family
Okay.
did. Yeah.
Okay. So they weren't really Mennonite. It was just
Well, like they, my
I
yeah,
don't
my
know
dad.
anything about
They're
Mennonite is what
Mennonite.
I'm
No,
saying.
my dad was not a Mennonite. No, he.
Okay.
Well, they went to the church or whatever that was there, but then they didn't stay there long, and then they went to a different one. So, yeah, they didn't stay the Mennonite.
So you
But
don't know too much about their beliefs or anything because I don't either.
oh,
I'm
I
just
do,
curious.
but I do,
Oh, you
but
do.
my dad was like, my dad was looked at as like he was kicked out of the religion. So
Oh,
because
wow.
he was the first guy that owned a vehicle. My dad was a mechanic, and he was self taught. He taught himself how to be a mechanic, and nobody in the town even had a vehicle. But there was a lot of like Spanish people that would drive through the town, and then he had business, and so my dad started refixing like fixing motors and stuff, and rebuilding motors and stuff, and cars and fixing cars and so anyways, after my dad got the first vehicle and he got kicked out of religion, everybody else got to get a vehicle, was allowed to get a vehicle, but that was against the religion. But they were allowed to get a vehicle, but they were not allowed to drive it to church.
Hmm.
So I know a lot about the religion, right?
Right.
And so they were not allowed to drive it to church, but they were allowed to park it on the road to come to church.
Wow.
But they were not kicked out of the religion. But by that time, my dad, he was kind of like the activist, the legend. So
Hmm.
he's the one that started it. He was the one that had the balls to start it all. You know what I mean? Like he would stand up for himself, um,
Right.
and he was stubborn to his ways. Like he was very stubborn to his ways. He's a Taurus. He's a bull. You know,
Of
I'm push a
course.
bull. A bull will push you. So
Hmm.
yeah, he did. Anyway, so that after my dad, his ego, right? Like after my dad, like after they didn't want him in church because he owned a vehicle. After they allowed it, he didn't want to be with them anymore.
Hmm.
Yeah. And then we ended up moving from that town and then to a different one. My parents bought a property, and then my dad really started his business. And then my mom started a business too. She would my dad would fix the motors on the cars, and my mom would fix the car seats.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Upholster the car seats and
Yeah.
redo them and stuff. Wow.
And my mom was also a midwife. She was also known as like the medicine woman. She would make like lotion,
Ho-
like things that would help you with arthritis and stuff like that.
home remedy stuff,
Yeah.
probably, huh?
Yeah.
Cool. I was just in a Ace Hardware. I don't know if you have those where you are, but down here they're pretty popular, and
We have home hardware.
they have these soaps. And I was waiting in line, and it's near Christmas time, so there was a line, and I noticed the soap, so I picked it up, and it's open, and it's obviously old fashioned homemade, somebody making these soaps. Man, did they smell good! And maybe 50 different varieties of these soaps. I was just I was like, wow, that's cool. I want to learn how to make soap.
Well, that's kind of funny how you say that because I have a skin issue. I have skin condition. I can't really use any soap on my body unless it's like baby body wash or something. Um, I've tried everything. I've tried Dove. I've tried all of the ones that are supposed to be for sensitive skin. None of them I can use. Um, Lotions, I have to be very picky with. I use Vaseline with the coconut one, and that's the only one I can use. Um,
Well, they
but
put so much chemicals and preservatives and stuff
yeah,
nowadays, and we just keep piling these things onto our bodies.
hmm
I mean, it's no wonder that you have an issue with some of them. I mean,
well, I
and
have a
that's with everything.
hereditary skin condition. I have a thing called Haley disease. They actually don't didn't even know that at my dermatologist places. Like they have never ran into a case like that yet. I'm the first case, so they literally took pictures of me and asked me if I could take pictures of me of my spots so that they could let people know what to look for, right?
So what happens if you don't
Uh,
mind talking
Haley
about it?
disease is a lot like psoriasis or eczema. Um,
Eczema?
Kind of like that, but different. It so the re so it's even more it's even more bad. As what I mean is like I can get it from being stressed out. I can get it from eating different types of foods that my body doesn't agree with. I can get it if I'm like in a hot air spot, like if I get really hot or if I get really cold. My
Yeah.
skin will, if I get really hot, my skin will blister up and will be bubbles. I will have bubbles, and then they split, like they pop, and then I have raw skin that's open, and it usually happens on
Fissures?
my
Fissure?
armpits,
Fissures?
huh?
Uh, fissures. They're like skin cracking cuts, like on joints, like on your
Well,
hands,
it's
and
it's blisters. It's like water blisters. They call them synthetic blisters. They're synthetic because they disappear because of an allergic reaction.
oh, okay,
It's like hives. If I get hives too from things, and like if I'm stressed, I'm hive and I rub and I break out. So it's like your skin gets broken out, like, and it really hurts. It really stings, like it stings like painfully. It like can hold like if I'm broken out on my arm, my whole side can hurt. Like my
uh huh.
skin can hurt like miles away from where the spot is. Just tender, like hurts.
My son has had debilitating, the worst case of eczema the doctors have ever seen. He's disabled because of it.
Have they like taken a piece of skin that could be like a Haley disease because Haley disease is not recognized yet as a disability, but that's why I'm retraining myself to do something I can do, and I
Right.
actually when you said making soap, I want to actually continue uh, my mom's tradition how she used to, and I want to make my own soaps and lotions and all that stuff too, and
Yeah,
so
and you might end up helping other people as well, like yourself.
yeah, I actually, my cousin actually found out that she has Haley disease, but she never had like sent a piece away to get tested, so she never knew that. But I knew that when I was 30. That's when I got it tested. And before that, I was in so much pain all the time because I didn't know how to make it go away.
Right.
And it takes like a week to heal. Once you break out, it takes like a week to heal. And with cream. So I have to use a steroid cream
Uh huh.
with a cortisone type of cream mixed together.
Right.
And the steroid is the menthol, which numbs it a little bit so it doesn't burn
Mm-hmm.
when you're putting it on to open
Yeah.
spots.
Yeah. I know all about that.
Yeah, so I use that. So this is my cream that I have to use. It's called beta methazone and beta derm.
Are you in an area that where marijuana is medical?
Yeah, no, it's legal recreational too now, so I didn't have to get my
No
card.
license. Okay. Here
Yeah.
in Florida, it's only at the moment it's only medical, but you can get a card, and uh, there's a cream that literally has THC in the cream, which
Yeah, we have the
acts.
stores. They have everything there. They have topicals and everything.
Yeah, that is meant to be a topical, exactly.
So there's a
And it
website you could check them out if you want to check out they're called the Weed Guys. Weed Guys, yeah, they're called Weed Guys.
Yeah, some really cool stuff is coming out. In my opinion,
So do you know
that
when they're going to be legal in Florida? Because I do have some other people
they're
I know in Florida. I should come visit.
they're trying. I would imagine it's going to take a little bit longer because this is the Bible Belt after all, and part of it anyway.
Florida is?
And oh yeah, oh yeah, there's a church on every corner.
Wow.
So
Well, here they're kind of like a lot of people here and where my area. They're very a lot of them are anti believers. Let's just say that anti believers. They're anti
right,
believers.
right. Well, I think that's holding it back. I think a lot of the so-called religious people they think anything to do with uh, marijuana is bad. They've been told that their whole lives. So
Well, my mom thinks marijuana is bad, and she used to use it to make her creams.
yeah, and it's natural. That's the thing about it. That's the crazy thing about it. That they'll accept a pill of an opiate or something like that from
Hmm.
a pharmaceutical company that they don't have any idea what's in it,
I know.
but yet they'll turn their nose up to a natural cure, which is just ridiculous.
Yeah. I just
But
saw 11:44. Well, 11:44 now.
yeah, it's changing slowly here in Florida.
It is.
I'll
Well,
probably be long gone before it
you know
completely is.
why the generation doesn't like really believe like the younger generation. They have like my kids believe in God, but I mean a lot of my kids' friends. I'm sure they don't know really who he is or how to know or whatever. They don't really know anything about him because their parents never taught them. And a lot of parents were never like they never thought it was their job, right? Because um,
Right.
when I first came to Canada, well, I was 15, so it was 1989. So when we came to Canada, I remember my parents saying that they took God out of the school at that time, you know.
Hmm.
And when we first came here, so my dad would preach a lot more, even though we were here. My dad was a drinker. He had an addiction, but back then it wasn't recognized as an addiction, as an illness. But my dad was a full blown alcoholic.
Hmm.
He would drink everything that would make him drunk. He was an alcoholic junkie. But when it comes to alcohol, he was a junkie alcoholic.
Yeah, we all have our addictions,
Um,
all
yeah.
of
So
us.
I
Yeah.
was I always knew it was something my dad couldn't control, and so I prayed against it. So I would never have that. So I never did, and I
Hmm.
actually don't even drink anymore. But I drink
Yeah.
in my 20s. I drink like a fish in my 20s.
Yeah, I grew up in the 70s. I was a teenager pretty much in the early 70s, and it was especially here in Florida, drugs were everywhere, and alcohol abuse was everywhere too, and it was tough. It was by the time I joined the army, I was completely addicted to cocaine, and I wasn't uh, snorting it, although I did some. But I ran into a crowd that was using needles,
Oh yeah, that's what I left. The
And
guy that did that, I left that 2009, and that was
uh,
why I was so shy to have another relationship after that. Yeah.
yeah, it was horrible. And then when I joined the army, I wanted to kind of uh, follow somewhat, I think, in my father's footsteps because he was in World War II in Germany. So I requested to be stationed in Germany, and sure enough, they put me in Germany. And when I got there was no cocaine, and I still had the addiction, and uh, all there
Thank God I
was,
never touched that stuff. Like never got, even though I lived with it in my house, like a guy doing that, but
yeah,
I never wanted to.
all there was there was heroin.
Wow.
So I got addicted to heroin when I was in the army. I was 18, 19, and up until almost 20, I was full blown heroin addict.
I started smoking weed when I was 30. It was because I was smoking too many cigarettes, and it was making me sick. So and I couldn't eat, I couldn't sleep, and it was after my dad passed away. And then the doctor gave me these pills that I was supposed to take, and I had little kids, and those pills were supposed to make me sleepy. Yeah, I'm like, that's a setup. So I didn't do that. I just tried weed, and I just like took a little puff, and it helped me. And I was like, all right, I'm just gonna keep doing this.
Yeah, there you go.
And I did. Hey, John, how's it going? My friend John, Peace Dragon, is here. Welcome, welcome. But yeah, I've stuck to weed. I've lived with a man that did, it started with his pills from the doctor. Started with that. So it all starts a lot of times, I guess.
Hmm.
Started with that, and when I was with him, he was just taking smaller milligrams, and then his daughter passed away, and then he went to his doctor and asked for stronger, and they gave him, and every time he asked, he got. So, and it got to the point where he was a zombie walking around. So,
Yep. Yeah, it can happen through doctors too. It doesn't have to be a needle. There was one doctor I was having back problems from my 20s.
well, that's what he did it for. He wasn't a doctor. No, I mean, the pills were from the doctor, that he got. And
Yeah,
then later, he turned to the other stuff because he got rid of his pills with his friends
yeah.
that he had.
Was it Vicodin?
No, he was Oxys.
Oxy? Okay.
And so he would share them with his friends, and then they would, because he'd have friends once he found out they had that kind of thing. So everybody wanted to be his friend.
You bet. Yeah.
And then he would run out of his medicine, and then they would get him on whatever they were doing.
Yep. It's an ugly merry-go-round to be on. There's no doubt about it. I
And
I got I got lucky and got off.
I knew he was doing something that I didn't know what, but I was there a lot, just the kids, like the kids were just like left with me. He would take off, he wouldn't be there, he wouldn't be around the kids,
Mm.
but I was like there protecting the kids. Like he had his kids, he had 3 kids that he had every other week. So we
Right.
had 5 kids together, like every other week.
Like the Brady Bunch.
Yeah. And I
Here's
was
the story.
And it was kind of funny. I was Snow White, and those were my 7 dorks. We had the 5 kids, and then there was him and his buddy. So yeah, yeah, that's what I used to call it. I'm Snow White, and they're my 7 dorks.
Dorks or dwarves?
Dorks. Yeah,
Lovingly, lovingly, dork.
yeah. I can't do the copyright. And they were actually dorks. No, I didn't call them dorks. They were dorks.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah,
Yeah, life's funny. It when you, I've survived this long by laughing my way through it,
yeah.
and
Sometimes, and
I
that's what I did too. I laughed at a lot of shit,
you
and it
have
wasn't
to.
even funny. It wasn't even funny.
It's
And
it's better than crying though.
it was definitely volatile.
Yeah,
A Gemini and a Scorpio on drugs. Yeah, no.
yeah, it's not good.
Scorpios are already very dark, minded.
Yeah, my addictions now are not healthy for me either. I'm addicted to cigarettes and coffee,
Yeah, me
and
too.
and
Cigarettes and coffee and
and,
weed.
and I partake, yeah, in that
Weed
as
is not
well.
an addiction for me. It's just I enjoy it.
No, I use it medicinally. I use it. Uh, I eventually had to get the shots, the steroid shots, directly into my spine in the lower vertebrae, and because I got to the point where I couldn't walk. And then finally, I was lucky. I was working in Chicago area at the time, and there was a specialist up there that was really good at it. And at the time, I was dating a pharmacist, and I was currently addicted to the doctor, the back doctor that I saw previous to this guy, got me addicted to Vicodins, and I already had a leaning towards opiates from being
Mm.
an ex,
I watched
needle
that show
user.
with that Doctor Vicodin. Doctor Vicodin, we call him.
Yeah, it was horrible. I mean, I was a zombie. You described it perfectly. And when you get on a high dose of that, you walk around like, and I didn't like that feeling. And finally, I found the specialist, and he told me, he said, Bob, you can only get this done 3 times in a lifetime because it doesn't work after that. So I had it done about um, 20 something years ago now. And lo and behold, he told me it would only last 7. It's lasted more than 20 years. And within 3 days, I could walk again and I didn't need the opiates anymore. My back didn't hurt anymore.
Oh wow!
So,
You know what's
yeah,
good too is turmeric. Turmeric is really good because I just my son got like he really investigates a lot of the stuff like what's good for you and whatever. Um,
right.
he's very intelligent like that. Looks it up. Um, but anyways, he found out turmeric, so I'm like, I never knew that, but. So I started putting turmeric in there, all of my cooking and stuff, and I have really bad arthritis, and I have not been feeling my arthritis as much anymore.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I say turmeric is really good for pain and inflammation.
Huh. Wow.
Yeah. So spices are really good too. Are healers. Spices are healing. I actually have this is the essential oil deck, but there's things on here that are herbs. So like that'll tell you what they're good for as well. Ginger, mint, peppermint, all these things are for something. So I want to
And
get
they're
into
and they're right there in nature for us. Isn't that
yeah,
amazing?
I want to go start doing foraging, and foraging for plants that are learning about them. I'd like to go through go to school for natural healing.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, I think my journey is going to lead me there.
Well, good luck with that. I mean that.
Thank you. Yeah. As long
All right.
as I feel guided to do it, I will. And even if I bring up the idea, maybe someone else will create it before I do, and then we will all have it before that.
All right, I've been hogging the mic. I'm gonna be quiet now. Listen for a
No,
while, if that's okay.
John doesn't really say much. Hi, John. How you doing?
Oh, you're funny.
So
By
Tiki
the way,
passed
my name
away,
is not
eh?
John.
My kitty passed away, eh? I haven't seen you for a while.
By the way, my name is not John.
Well, that's
Try
why I always
again.
remember you. What are you again? What's your name again?
1117 Peak like an old real shoes.
Type it in the chat. What's your name? Type it in. What do you want to? Because I can't. It's hard to understand you though. Remember. I always thought it was John.
So, I'm the quiet one.
Yeah, you're the quiet one usually. And now Kenny, look at Kenny. He's like, night night. Sweet dreams.
Is Kenny asleep?
Yep,
Yeah, sweet
he's
dreams,
out.
my little Kenny. I think he's waking up. He's kind of dreaming. Let me go grab a coffee. I'll be right back. Okay, guys? I'm going to grab a piece of cake too. I'll show you guys the cake I made yesterday. Oh, I said cake and he's waking up. I said cake and he's waking up.
Wake up, Kenny. We're having cake.
They are, not me.
Not for you. So, did you put your name in the chat?
Yeah, it's
William.
down there.
William. Is that okay if I say it? I just did. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they're good.
Your first name is almost my last name. My last name is William's son.
Hmm. Snifty,
That's
snifty,
interesting.
snifty.
Well, it's nice to meet you, William. My friends call me Bob. My given name is Robert.
What's your channel's name?
It's my initials, RAW, and then 5069.
Hmm. Alrighty.
If you like music, you might like my channel. That's all you're gonna find pretty much on my channel. I'm an amateur songwriter, and I've been writing for the last 12 odd years, maybe a little more. The story of my life for my granddaughter.
I wrote a very sad song one day.
You wrote a sad song?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a lot of my songs are sad, but some of them are more upbeat, happy. Not many though, but I can relate to a sad song.
Do you have a problem with alcohol?
I used to. Not anymore. And I talk about that in my music as well.
Okay.
I didn't want to just tell the good things to my granddaughter. I wanted to tell her everything about me, the good and the bad.
Okay. Once Cash returns, he can make me big and I can show you my song.
Okay. Do you sing or did you just write the words?
I just wrote the words, and it's sad. About
I'd
a
like
drunk.
to I'd like to see that very much. I fancy myself more as a lyricist and a storyteller than a guitar player or a musician. I'm not that good on guitar. I wish I had taken more time to be better. That looks good. Oh wow. What is that?
Looks like it make your tongue slap your brain.
Yes, you just woke up and like,
Yeah. Yeah. That will make your tongue slap your brain.
there's some ice cream there too.
Oh
I made
my.
this cake yesterday.
If I could jump
Okay.
through that screen, I
All right.
would.
I want a bite. Yeah. Me
Okay, you
too.
guys get the first bite.
Okay. We need. Yep. Hold it up real close so we can see it.
All right, wait. Hold on.
A little bit of the ice cream.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to get a little bit of everything. It's a marble one, and I put in the chocolate. I also put some.
Tell me there's pecans or walnuts in it.
No, there's some. What do you call it? Really strong coffee. What do you call that again?
Oh, mocha.
Espresso?
Espresso. I put a little
Espresso.
espresso
Yes.
in the chocolate. Yeah.
So it'll give you a caffeine kick. Awesome.
That's so good.
Yeah.
With vanilla icing and vanilla ice cream. You know, I can have my icing in my ice cream too, because I'm single.
You can have your cake and eat it too.
I am not touching that one.
I can have ice cream and cake.
Go ahead, Kenny. Reach out and touch it.
My mind just went down south.
She's too young for me, brother. you, you,
Here you go, Daddy.
I'm liable to have a heart attack. Okay, you just go ahead. Oh man, that looks good. Say Oh man, I love Christmas time. Although I'm not a big celebrator of Christmas anymore because the kids are all grown. But I used to love Christmas
I
music.
like the cheery parts of
Yeah,
Christmas.
the dun 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 dun. The kids are not so cozy.
People being cheery. I like that.
Giddy up, let's go. Let's set
Anyway,
the
guys, I think I'm gonna get off here and try to go catch some more Z's.
Yeah,
You were
okay.
doing pretty good earlier.
Well, we don't mind you having a nap in our bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I know there's other people that's not gonna let me live that down.
Are you sleeping there where you are, or are you going to bed?
You're looking at my bed right now.
Can you lean it back?
You were already doing that, so just go back to sleep.
Yeah.
Can you lean it back a little bit, Kenny?
I think I can lean back. I don't know.
There's probably a handle on the side. Reach down there and lean back. You get a full snore going on that way. You might want to mute though. Nice meeting you, man. Really.
Yeah, I thought you met Kenny the other night. Oh yeah, he was not there.
No, I didn't meet him the other night. He's a joy. He sounds like a friend of our family that we've known since I was a kid. You have a twin. Your voice. You have a voice twin in Florida, Kenny.
Did you hear him? You have a twin in Florida.
A voice twin. His voice is almost identical.
You still alive, Mike? Is Crystal still?
Oh, there's Mike. Look, there's Mike.
Mike.
Is Crystal still asleep on your live? Did I see?
Is Mike live as well?
There's all my night owls.
Is Mike doing a live?
It's a mic raid.
Awesome.
I'm getting mic raided. Nice. You guys want some? You guys came just in time for some cake here.
We need more ice cream.
Messed it all up yet.
We need more ice cream, okay? Just a little bit more. And
I
whipped
know.
cream.
I already ate all the ice cream last couple of days, so there's not much left.
And pecans.
Pecan,
I recommend full pecan halves.
Oh, I was making a skirt. Do you guys want to see it? Renee, do you want to see my skirt I'm making? I'll stop feeding for a minute. Take a break.
Well, hand that to me. So I'll take care of that while you're...
Okay, here you go. You finish.
All right.
You guys finish this.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll share it. Thank you.
All right, so
Oh
This is
wow,
what
that's
I'm
good.
working on right now, Renee. This is my skirt I'm working on. Oh, wait. I didn't get very far because it was more fun hanging out with the guys. And you know what I realized?
What?
That my Crafty Traveler channel is like 90% guys.
I
So
wonder why.
this is my guy channel.
I wonder why.
Because
Hello,
you're so
all.
dang cute.
Yeah,
Aww.
that has something to do with it. I agree.
Morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Cass, I am so sorry. I did not realize you were live.
It's okay. You can be
So,
live when I'm live. It's
I
okay.
know. I'm just, yeah, Ron was shutting down, and I did a quick scan to see who else was live, and I didn't see you. So I'm like, okay. And somebody asked me in Ron's. He's like, they're like, Troy asked me in Ron's. He's like, are you still live? And I'm like, no, but I can kick it back up.
Oh,
So.
She
Troy, where's he at?
Oh, I think he's in. He's going to be in chat here.
Is
Should
this
have been.
she
better?
So,
she
and
was letting me tell my life story. She was the first one I saw when I got on tonight, so I would
no,
have been in your channel
no,
probably.
no. She,
Yeah. I was I was spying, not really spying, but I was actually cutting all these pieces for this skirt that I'm making. I was literally busy with my hands, so I couldn't be texting and stuff or typing and
ah,
stuff. So I was
okay.
doing that while you were live, and then I waited till you went on, till you went down, and then I went on,
Oh, okay.
and then I guess you went back on again.
Yeah. Well, Troy had asked me if I was still running the live because I didn't end it when everybody went to Ron's, and I'm like, oh well, I'm just gonna shut down, and then went over to Ron's for a little bit, and that's when everything started to go south over on
No
Ron's.
problem. And then
Sideways.
and then there's this
Although,
one. I'm going to make this one tomorrow. So this one I pinned it all together already.
and Kenny,
But
hello,
he's sleeping.
I
Is
think
he
he's
sleeping?
muted. Oh, maybe not.
hello, Kenny.
Kenny.
Oh, he's
Oh,
awake.
oh, Amber is showing him something. We want to see Amber.
Oh, back to my
We
cake.
want to see. So I played the song Kenny was talking about.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, Kenny.
Yeah,
I
So
just when I thought everybody was going to sleep and leaving, and then all of a sudden you guys came in.
I played the song you were talking about on Ron's.
sure.
When are you gonna play one of mine?
Well, yeah. So when I go live again tomorrow or the next
No
day,
pressure. No
I
pressure.
will play some of your
Thank
stuff.
you.
How about meet?
So
MEET me. Meet me.
okay,
That's a getting hard.
Yeah.
That's my favorite song that I
okay,
wrote.
but you'll have to remind me because I'm too damn tired to
Yeah, I'll take
remember.
some coffee.
It's okay if you forget. It's not that important.
Lord!
Did I miss Ron C?
I need to make more.
I like the hat. Okay? I like the hat, the chicken hat. I like that. Now I want a chicken hat.
Um.
Hey, Casey, look up.
Okay. All right.
Hi, everybody.
Cassie.
So, but I do need to get some sleep because I've got a busy day later today.
So do
If anybody
I.
else want to come up, you guys are welcome to come up.
Yeah, please do. I'm tired of talking.
I actually
Go ahead,
fell
Tom.
asleep on Cass's live here, so
I'm a little busy. You guys talk. I'm a little busy.
And Kenny, you missed it, by the way.
What's that? I see where Crystal fell asleep.
Oh,
Oh,
on this tonight's live.
yeah,
So now,
yeah.
yeah.
Amber showed it to
Ah,
me.
okay. I was polite. I put her down in the basement. So
Was she snoring?
no,
Oh, okay.
but
That's always fun in a good way.
Here, Cass,
That is
why don't
so
you make me
funny, you
big?
guys. You guys, I need to know what sign. So I know he's a Libra. I know Kenny's a Libra.
I'm a Virgo.
You're a Virgo, and you're a Scorpio, right?
who?
No, you're a Libra, right?
Who?
Mike,
Me, Sagittarius.
you're a Sagittarius. Okay, and Peace Dragon, what are you?
Hmm.
What's your astrology sign? When's your birthday?
My
What month?
birthday is August
August.
August what?
12th.
So he's
August what? 10th?
12th.
Oh,
1,
12th.
2.
August 12th. August 12th would make him a Leo. Are you a Leo or a Virgo?
I'm all of them.
You're all of them. Yeah, we all have parts of that in our chart. But what's your sun sign? Some people don't know what that means.
I'm a writer and I am somewhat crazy. Does that count?
Okay. So he is, I think, Virgo. So
That makes me want to
Uh,
sing. All this talk about astrology.
but it's funny how
Okay.
I'm going to show you guys something right now, okay? Look, earlier I was pulling some cards because there was some cards. So there was like all these masculines that came out. So there's like the Hermit, which is a masculine. And then there was the King of Wands, which is a fire sign, a masculine.
Mm.
And then there's the Emperor, that can be any sign
Mm.
because the Emperor is all four signs: earth, water, fire, and air.
Mm.
And then we got the King of Cups. So I got a lot of masculines here on the table that I just shuffled some cards, and I was going to do a reading actually, but then
Oh, cool.
I decided not to do the reading, and I
Oh,
decided
well.
to work on my. Oh shit! I made you fall.
Careful! Don't drop the cake.
Oh, I know. I'm almost
Save
dropping
the cake.
Almost dropping. I know.
Save the
camera.
cake. Don't worry about the camera. Save the cake. All right. That's it. I'm gonna sing now. You ready? When
Suppose
the
you make me big.
moon is in the seventh house and Jupiter aligns with Mars, and peace will guide the planet, and love will be the... That's all you get. God
Oh
bless
my
you.
gosh, I need more ice cream. I can't eat that. I can't eat that last piece. You guys can finish that.
I wish I could.
all right.
Oh, my belly. I gotta fix the
Cass?
Just 1 second. I'm gonna have to fix this here because my stand is kind of awkward.
How about you make me big while you're doing that?
So I'm
I
gonna say
shared it with
goodnight,
you
Cass.
guys.
I'm gonna
No,
say good.
not that. Make my screen big.
I'm gonna say goodnight to you all.
Oh, I did that by
Good night,
accident.
brother.
Sorry, guys. So how do
Merry
I
See you
do
Christmas.
later. Yeah, I'll be live tomorrow or the next day. So
Okay.
all right. Have a good night, everyone.
You're
You
leaving?
too.
Yeah,
Oh,
I've got to get some sleep because I've got a long day of walking around tomorrow or later today.
okay, Mike.
So
Thank you
but-
for being here, though. Thank
Yeah,
you for
no
popping
problem.
in and bringing
No,
everybody over here. I appreciate
no
that. I
problem.
appreciate the likes and the views and stuff, and
Yeah.
everybody saying hi and and let me know that they have they're part of my group, my friend
So,
group.
and everybody be sure to hit that thumbs up for her.
Yeah, thank you guys. I
So,
appreciate that.
but alrighty, I will catch you all later.
All right, see
Good night,
ya.
Mike.
Good night. And Fairy Dust, hope they figure out what the hell is going on with you soon.
Hi, She Devil. And then there was four. La
Yeah.
la la
Mm,
la.
la, 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 la.
Oh, do you guys want to hear the little affirmation cards that these guys fell under? I'm not going to do the reading, but I was going to do a reading before, but I'm not going to now because I did other stuff. And
William's trying to show his song he wrote.
oh,
Can anybody see it? I can't. It's so
I
small on
don't know
my
I don't
phone.
know how to make someone big.
Hey,
Uh,
you click on that.
There we
There
go.
you go.
The poor old drunken boy. There was a boy who was drunk all the time, for life was more fun being drunk than sober. He began to drink at 10 a.m. and stayed drunk. The poor drunk boy. He loves his booze.
booze.
The poor drunken boy worships the booze he drinks himself to foolishness.
Mm, that's good. Oh, there's more.
Oh, we're not reading all that. We're
That's a
not reading
lot.
all that.
Oh, yes, you are.
No, I'm not. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm not no drunken boy. Are you talking about you?
Oh, but
Send it to me
Can
in
I
my.
sing it?
yes, you
Oh,
may sing it.
the
Okay.
drunken boy, the drunken boy, the poor drunken boy.
I wish I could see it better.
I can't see. No, okay. I want. My neck hurts. Okay.
Yeah, mine's getting there.
Yeah. So bifocals do not well for me because my TV's kind of it's up there and I have to go like this because like that is what I should have all of my glass like my whole glasses should be the bifocal part. I
Good
can't
job,
really
William.
see that well with that.
Let
Boy,
me
William,
see.
that's his name. Okay, so do you want to hear this little beautiful card? It's an affirmation card. It says, "Be still and listen and feel. Just be and feel and just be. Have Have you forgotten what is truly important? When you pass away from this world, we won't take we all take only our souls with us and our
Mm,
beautiful memories it holds." That's beautiful. And that was on the hermit.
that's nice.
And then the other one, but that was on the King of Wands. It says, love generates love. You will receive positive confirmation this this in the next few days.
Mm,
Keep loving, and you will keep on receiving and over greater blessings in return. And one more. A great love life requires intimacy, trust, and the ability to share your feelings, express your doubts and your fears. That's where a lot of people have problems. Your See, I stopped there because that's where a lot of people have problems, right? Express your doubts and your fears, your likes and your dislikes. Talk openly and listen and be present, always with one open heart and mind. Ta-da! That was the only reading I'm doing. Guys are singing off, signing off,
so
signing off. Nights and knocking out. Okay, night nights. Night night fairy, my fairy friend.
Good night,
Bob,
Fairy.
add your channel name into the private chat.
Huh?
Talking to Bob, not to you, my dear.
To me, what did I miss?
I don't know.
Add your channel name into the private chat.
Add my
I can't
channel
check it.
name
I can't check it. It won't let me.
Not you.
in the.
Let
Okay,
him.
okay.
You focus on your prettiness.
Excuse me. Well brought up. The burp,
You're
not me.
welcome.
The burp.
The burp, not me. I wasn't well brought up. The burp was.
There you go, William.
Oh, are you? Did I make you my moderator?
Who?
Because you could put your link.
Mm-mm. No, don't make me a moderator. Please don't.
Oh, I was just gonna share your channel so that William could go check it out.
Oh, he'll find it.
Oh, okay.
It's you'll find it. It's the one with all the songs.
I thought Troy was Kenny. I thought Troy was around in the other chat. Where'd he? Well, how come he not coming to say hi? Troy's my friend too.
You talking about Troy S?
Oh yeah, Troy S. Is that? Oh, you're talking about Rat Pack Troy?
Or are you talking about Rat Pack Troy?
No, I was talking about the other Troy. Yeah, yeah, you are Troy. You Rat Pack Troy. I mean Troy R. Whatever Troy. That's in the
Troy
chat.
N, not Troy S. Troy N.
Or RR because it's Rat Pack. And he has beautiful little rats. He does. He has like pet rats. Have you seen them, William?
Who has pet rats?
I'm not going there.
Troy does. Nomadic Rat Pack does. That's why his name is Nomadic Rat Pack. Because he's got rats. Like he has pet rats. I had pet rats a few years back.
I had mice at one time when I was young. Hamsters.
Let me see if I can find one of the files. Of the rats that I have.
I remember crying when Herbie the hamster died.
Aw.
Yeah, I was young.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I remember where. I'm gonna have to minimize us here for a minute. I'm minimizing my screen. Yeah.
Cash.
Yeah, I've minimized you guys. I'm not minimized, but I made you guys small for a minute. I'm just looking for a picture. What's up?
I feel smaller.
Do you? Oh, I didn't mean to hurt your feelings.
No, it's okay. I'm used to
I'm
it.
kidding. I'm kidding.
after 13
like...
years on YouTube, I don't hurt very easily.
Wow, that's a long time. Yeah,
Yeah,
you know all the bads.
Yeah,
Do you by chance, Bob, have a email address?
Yes, I do. Why, do you want to email me your song?
I was thinking about it.
I can give you my email address.
Yeah, Patrick can type it in there
chat.
for you if you. I think you have to be a moderator to type stuff like that in, so Patrick can do it. I think Patrick is a moderator.
Well, I can put it in the private chat of StreamYard.
Okay, yeah.
It's not a hidden thing.
Oh, I forgot about that. I forgot we were in StreamYard and it's private chat.
Yeah, that's what's called a P chat. Private chat.
Now I can't find. Oh, they must be in my downloads.
There you go, William.
Thank you.
Oh, I want to change my picture on my StreamYard. I did some pictures. I have this thing where I can take this I can take the background out of pictures.
Oh, cool.
So let me let me change my avatar.
Hide.
Which one do I want to use today?
Somebody on Twitter just asked me if I believe in miracles. What should I say?
I believe in miracles. Miracles happen
Oh,
every
I
day,
believe in magic
and I
in a
hope
young
you
girl's heart.
do.
No, you stupid
I'd
thing.
say, yeah,
Mayor.
of course I do.
Gotcha.
God is magic. And so if there, people will say that and they'll be like, oh, she's into magic and stuff. Why are you watching her?
Some people think magic is a bad thing.
I
I
watch you
believe
because you're
Jesus was
cute.
the first magician. Oh, here is the rats. Hold on. Here's the rats. Here's my rats.
Oh,
That was the white one. The white one was Casper. The black and white one was b- um, Shy, and the brown and white one was Buddy, I think.
Buddy.
Buddy, Shy, and Casper.
Yeah, I had to zoom in to see Buddy. That's awesome.
Yeah, those were the rats that had. So now
Kind of looks like my chihuahuas when they were born.
yeah, they are pretty fat there. Those guys, we got them when they were little, and then we fed them all kinds of like fruits and stuff when we first got them. Like they were like our babies, and they like to be up at night. They're nocturnals, so they up at night too. Like we are, like I am. Like I'm up at night, so they up at night. They my kind of creatures.
Yeah, I'm a nighttime person myself. I like the daytime too, don't get me wrong, but I'm more nocturnal than,
Yeah, me too.
yeah. When you get older, you don't need as much sleep, I find.
Well,
Or
that too.
or at least my back can't handle a lot of sleep. If I get more than 5 hours, I wake up kind of stiff. But then it loosens up again. I need to get up there and see that doctor again and get my second shot.
I don't even do that stuff.
What stuff?
The shots.
Oh, yeah. Well, I've got really, really, really bad scoliosis of the spine. I've got a perfect S in my spine.
Well,
Yeah, if I had a straight spine, I'd probably be about 6'4".
you're down to one rat now. We lost one last one night before last. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. But rats, they only have like a few year lifespan, don't they? Because these ones, I think they're gone now. Like they didn't come home with me. Like they stayed with the ex. So I think they're probably dead now.
Alrighty, Bob, you have the file of the first part and the second part of the sad song.
Is that the title? I like it if it is.
The Poor Old Drunken Boy is the title.
I like the sad song. Can I change it?
If you want to.
Do you mind if I borrow the words and make a song out of it?
It's
I
just a
mean,
dark.
you don't have to.
It's
And I
just a
get
dark song that I dreamt about one day, and so I wrote it down.
okay. Well, I would give you credit for the lyrics.
Just call me the ghostwriter, and you can have the lyrics.
The Ghost writer. I like that. You might like One Good Ear. I wrote a song called One Good Ear. You just might like that song because it talks about when I was struggling with alcohol and a few other things about getting old. And
The
since you call this a sad song, it's kind of a sad song. I think you'd like it. One of the lyrics is it's hard to sing when you cry. And
Aw.
somehow I did it. I think it's one of my best songs.
Kenny fell asleep. Oh yeah, we said goodnight to him, didn't we? You got 6 people still watching. That's awesome. Yeah, rats usually only last about 2 or 3 years, eh? That's the sad part about owning rats. Like if you're a person that has a hard time committing to things like animals, the best animals to get is a rat because they only last like 3 years. But then you have to keep going through the sadness of losing them, right?
Right.
But that could also help you. That could also help you to learn how to deal with grief.
Hmm. I'm
What
not
types
very
of
good
grief
at
have
that.
you dealt with?
Good question.
I didn't hear that one say.
What types of grief have you dealt with?
Well, I've lost a lot, and including I lost a baby.
Hmm.
So,
Sorry
and
to
I
hear
lost
that.
my brother that was only 26, 28 years old.
Oh wow.
My first loss was my placostomus that my brother's ears ate.
Oh,
You're
animals,
what?
I've lost a lot of animals too, but like I've lost family and friends.
Your brother was what?
He was only 28. He had a lot of issues. He had schizophrenia and bipolar, and
Oh wow.
got into the drugs and probably given the wrong dose and wrong drug
Oh,
and didn't come
oh
back.
my goodness. Hmm.
That was just 2 years ago. And
Wow.
that's when I found Mike a year later. Mike's channel, one of my other YouTube friends sent me to Mike's channel because I was, venting on my channel and grieving on my channel, and then he sent me to that group, and then that's how I found all of my nomads because I wanted to
So
become a nomad. I wanted to get on the road, and I've been struggling to try to get on the road, and yeah, now I found all these people, so it's like awesome. Now I feel comfortable to be able to go to Arizona now because I know a lot of people there now, and I'd feel comfortable going there now.
hmm.
And I always want to go to the desert. That's like one of the things I've always wanted to do. I want to go to Grand Canyon, and
Hmm.
me and my friend, we used to talk about that. Me and my friend Thelma, and we were Thelma and Louise, and my name is Anna. But yeah, we were those two, and I say, we need to go there, and she's like, well, one day I said we were like Thelma and Louise, and then she's like, no, they drove off a cliff, and then the next time she's like, she said it, and then I said, well, no, they drove off a cliff. We don't want to do that, and then she's like, well, the cliff was only this tall, It was all movies. It was the movies, she said.
Yeah.
But we would have had a great time going there together. But she's not
The
with us anymore in body, but she's still with us in spirit. She's Native American, so their spirits are really strong.
the desert is absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, I can't wait till I get to go there. They say it feels different there too. Like they say it's a very spiritual place. Like it feels very
It
spiritual there.
is. It is very.
I think I'm gonna feel home there. I'm probably not gonna want to leave.
That might be a good thing.
But then, there's parts of the desert I wouldn't even want to be at, unless I was with a lot of people, right? Because, well, like, I'm sure everybody's now heard by now about Dylan Rounds, right? Like, he's still not found. That
About what?
that kid named Dylan Rounds, he bought a farm. He had a farm there in the desert.
No, I didn't hear about that.
It's in a desert, and his he's been missing. So I think he was murdered. But yeah,
Oh, wow.
there's some crazy shit that goes on in the desert too. Like there's some crazy people in the desert.
There's crazy people everywhere.
No, I mean like some really crazy people that will just murder, like murders. Those are to me, those are crazy people. Like people that will actually murder, like crazy fun or crazy, silly or being crazy, whatever different way. That's fine for me. But like when people become like murderers, that's scary, crazy.
Go to the beach chat if you want to know about my loss. Yes,
Go to the beach.
beach chat, private chat.
Oh, I can't go there. I tried going there, and I don't know why it's not working for me today. But I click on it, and then it just shifts everything, and it doesn't show me no private chat. Oh, there we go. Now it's showing me.
Bob can.
Rex was eaten by brother.
I'm sorry to hear that, William.
Oh, sorry to hear that, William. But yeah, stuff is happening in the world that I could never even imagine. And I grew up in a very rough place and country, and I mean in the world. And even though you know we're pretty safe here, but a lot of things that happen here too doesn't really get like people in Ontario and people in Canada don't really put everything on the news. You know what I mean? Like the States, they put a lot of things on the news. If something happens that goes on the news usually. Here, no, not so much.
Hmm.
We live in a town called Clinton, and there's like this other town. I don't know if you ever heard of like you're a war veteran, so um the place that's right next door to us, it's basically called Clinton too, but it's called Vanastra. That was actually an old army base back in the day when in um, Canada was the peacemakers here. These were like the silent people. They kept like secrets for I don't know somebody like that. They kept like they were like the down lows. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And anyways, they were unnoticed, and so yeah, that's what Vanastra is, and it's like an old army base.
I'm not really a war veteran. I'm a veteran. I'm not. I don't consider myself a war veteran. If the truth be told, if I would have stayed in the army for 20 years, I would have never had to fire a shot. So I don't like saying that about myself. I'm not unless you're going to count the Cold War. I was in the Cold
Well,
War.
yeah.
I was a target. I was a pawn on the chess set in Europe.
Look, you
For
and the Peace Dragon have the same lights. Like he's trying to mimic your lights.
who?
Look, he's trying to mimic your lights. Go back to your lights, Peace Dragon. William, come back. Your picture is gone. Your video is gone. I
For
said
the
your
moment,
guys
yes.
were like TikTok, TikTok. You know the game TikTok. You guys match. Your lights match.
No, we don't.
Here, let me change mine. There we go.
So now I don't know who's who. I don't know who's who. And Kenny's
I,
favorite.
I like joining. I like what Mike does on his channel where he's driving and he shows the road.
Yeah, that kind of looks like that, doesn't it? Like we're going for a ride.
Uh,
Actually, I
I
have video.
could, but my son is in my trailer, and I'm afraid he would roll around like a bowling ball.
Let me see if I can find a video we can watch that I have not made a movie of. Share a video file. Let me see
You
if I
can
can
play
find
one
it.
of my songs.
Donna, we'll get copyrighted, won't I?
For playing my song?
Well,
No.
yeah. Even like you can't.
Oh,
Once.
you're in Canada. You might.
Yeah, probably
I
because.
all of my songs are listed as anybody can use them.
Oh, okay. So okay, it's free use.
Yeah, that's you got to go to my videos and
You can share a screen. You can share a screen.
no, I'm on
Yeah.
a phone.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm in my truck. I'm on a phone. I can't do
I
it.
don't know how to do it off of like I know how to
Oh,
do it off
here
here.
comes a car. Excitement. Here comes a car. Here we come. Here he comes.
Who's driving?
I have no idea. There he
Mike
goes.
driving?
That was exciting. That's the first car I've seen in about 2 hours. All right, back to nothing.
Okay, so we'll watch some. We'll watch some video here.
Well, there
There
you go. There you go.
we're going driving. That was me taking the dog for a drive. I think. Yeah, we were going to the park, and I didn't make this video yet. Is there volume? Oh yeah, volume's on. I didn't say anything. Must have not been saying anything. I'm gonna be turning here. Here we go, the park. Look at the bumpy road. People play the thing there. You know the
You don't want to come here in the
horseshoe.
wintertime.
Oh, there you go. You're talking.
Not horseshoe. Frisbee. Humans
Oh,
play frisbee.
frisbee golf.
Hmm. They have that there.
I've never played it, but it sounds fun.
Oh, this video is almost done. I'll have to go look for a different one. Next video. Oh, I gotta go to the next video. Hold on. Jeez. So how do I do this again? Oh, present. Oh, oh shoot. Cancel that. Present.
What
No.
time of year? What time of year is this?
What time of the year? Oh, that was
Fall.
in. Yeah, it's
Fall.
but yeah, the fall. Yeah, because it was just this past summer. Oh, here I go. Where's the next one? I'm just trying to see which video I just watched. Oh, here's one of the. I don't know how long this one is, but let's watch this one. This one is like when we get to the water. There's like a little
Can you
bridge.
do you know how to put it on full screen? Don't ask me. I don't. I don't know how to operate StreamYard.
It won't. Oh, wait. There we go.
There we go.
Okay, for your guys' information, Nate just calling, so I'll be back in a bit.
Okay.
Okay, William.
Stay here. Come on, move.
Sounded like you were telling William to stay here.
I was telling my dog.
I know. I know. Is that a man-made bridge or is that a
Yeah.
natural? Oh, that's cool. That's really cool.
I was trying to make ASMR videos.
A what video?
ASMR video? like
What's?
relaxing nature,
Oh,
waterfall.
okay, okay.
So I
Well
recorded
then,
this for a while.
yeah, I've got an instrumental song you could put on it. It'd probably be fitting.
Yeah, you can take a clip of it later. And actually, um, on that place, that where you can go get the free clips and stuff like that. It's free sharing clips for stuff like this.
Uh-huh.
The website. I have a thing on there, a website. So, I mean, I have a page on there, so I can share my videos on there, and then I can get videos from there too, from other people,
Oh wow.
and that you
Maybe,
can use for your
yeah, maybe I should do that.
Yeah, let me. I will. Oh, what did I just do? How do I get back to normal? I made us full screen. Exit full screen layout.
Just
Yeah, I just
there you
did.
go.
There we are back. Yeah, but we're still not. Okay, so exit full screen there. Okay, there we go. Now I can see the
Welcome
chat
back,
again.
welcome back, welcome back. That's pretty.
So
That's pretty. It's very soothing.
I will find a different one. That where we were walking and doing something. Um,
4 o'clock here in Florida in the morning.
here's a driving one. It is 4 o'clock here too.
Oh, okay.
Let's go for a drive. It's so bumpy in our parking lot. Oh, that was fast. Okay, we'll go back to that one for a minute. I didn't get much done making the skirt though. It's kind of hard to see how long the video is when you're looking at it over here.
Hmm.
Wait. Oh, that was someone at the park. Shelby got seen dogs, and she's like, "Oh, oh, this is interesting." And I found this off of that website. So if you wanted to put music to this and like make a video, and this is kind of interesting walking. But oh, yeah, I'll show you. Going for a nature walk. Oh, you still here? Rob, you still here? All right, good night. Try. I guess we lost. I guess we lost everybody. So Kenny's sleeping. Keith Strang said he was going back, and I think Rob dropped off. I don't know what happened. I'll wait a minute, see if he comes back. Mm, all right, let's see if I want to share any more screen, and then I'm gonna get off here probably. What's this one? Hey. Oh, that was.
Take two, I had a.
Oh yeah, I made a video of that already. Who's here? Are you back? Oh, yeah. What happened?
I hit the wrong button.
Oh, I wasn't sure if it was me that did it. Yeah.
I was watching. I was watching from backstage. I like the walkway.
Oh yeah. It can get a little repetitive. Repetitive? I am new, so what do we talk about here? Whatever you want. As long as it's positive. Hey, you're back. Everybody, you all left me here for a minute.
That was funny. I'm like, no, I'm back here. Help, I'm in the back.
I'm like, I'm still here.
Uh-oh.
I got myself. I'm like, what did I do to chop everybody off?
Sleep deprivation is starting to kick in.
Okay,
Dun,
here,
dun,
we're
dun,
gonna
dun,
watch.
dun, 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 dun.
Oh yeah, I was making a video. You know when we do that? When we set the video up, we go for a walk. We're gonna make that action shot. But I was thinking about it. Actually, that's one of my skirts I made, so it kind of shows off the skirt too. I didn't even think about it when I was doing that. But yeah, I just went for a walk.
William. I hear you, William.
Welcome to the channel on Jay-Z, Superman.
Superman
Superman got nothing.
Da-da.
How's that song go? Superman got nothing on you.
No, it goes like this. Da-da-da, 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 da-da-da,
That's not the one I remember.
That's Cheech and Chong. That's a Cheech and Chong.
Oh,
Up in Smoke.
I was thinking about the Marvel comic.
Oh, I was thinking Cheech and Chong. Sorry. Up in Smoke. That was a good movie. Funny movie. Let's put it that way.
It's fun.
That's beautiful grass. Wow.
There's zero. Anyway, okay, can you guys pronounce that? I can't. I'm dyslexic. So
I can't even see it.
It's on the main screen.
It's Bizarro.
Oh, hi, Bizarro.
Bizarro.
Up in Smoke was funny. Yeah, that was funny as fuck. Yeah, that was actually one of my favorite ones.
Mm-hmm. You made that skirt as well?
Yeah, I made that one too.
Oh, wow. You're talented. Very talented.
It's my mama and me. She was very creative.
Awesome.
I mean, she is very creative. She made us all blankets for Christmas, like all knitted blankets. So I get mine at Christmas time, and I get my chakra one. I made her do all different colors, like the chakras.
It's my halo.
William. Can you hear me, William?
Oh, you made him hide. Are you hiding, William?
I'm thinking about a dog song. Thank you very much.
What? A dog what?
He was thinking about a dog song.
No, a murder song. Blood, destruction, death.
Death.
Double-handed.
Oh, isn't that a Darth Vader song? If you want to come up, you're welcome to come up.
Please, someone.
Get dizzy.
So I take it you like nature.
You keep reminding me
I'm gonna drop Kenny down so he can get rest without
why
us.
you were crazy and love. And love.
Yeah,
You
see how
keep
big she is? She
reminding
used to be
me.
nice and slim, and now she's got really overweight.
How old is she?
There you go.
Like 5 or 6.
Let's go.
Thank you, Jay-Z.
Vamos, mi amiga.
If you want to come up and say hi, you're welcome to.
I'm making silly people. Okay, shut up.
Come on down. You're the next contestant on.
She likes being free like that. She don't want having the leash on her, but I'm not even tripping on the floor, so even tripping.
I like this video. Very well done.
It was just a walk with her. It was a Shelby day.
That's Shelby, the dog?
Yeah.
Oh.
She's a Rottweiler Beagle.
That's an interesting mix.
Very high maintenance. She needs a lot of nail cutting or lots of like walking. And
that lady
I haven't been walking her for 2 years, so she's gained a lot of weight. So
when she talks about
You need to get her a treadmill or make one.
and her nails kind of like overgrew for a while, and then I was keeping them up every month. We were getting them cut every month, $20 every month. So then I got to cut off the ODSP, and then my income went to half, going on welfare, went to half. So I can't even afford to do that anymore for her, but she needs it. She needs to get her nails cut.
Little one. See you later. I hope you like these videos.
You could get it what's called a pair of what are they
She won't
called?
let me do it myself. I can't do it. She won't let me do it. It takes 3 people.
Oh wow.
Well, unless you go to a place, they have everything there. They have the harness, all that. That works fine. Took that
Does
lady.
she try to bite?
No. Well, she kind of pushed my. With closed mouth. She pushed her teeth on my hand once when I tried.
Just letting you know she doesn't like that.
Yeah. I don't want to test her too much, no.
Yeah.
But if it's a guy doing it, it's my friends down the street or whatever. Her husband that was doing it, and then he would cut it because he knew I'm nervous to do it too. Okay.
Yeah, you don't want to go to the quick. You got to stay away from the vein.
Yeah,
but
that's what I'm afraid of.
Well, if you can do it. I mean, but just don't do it too far, and you'll be okay. But yeah, you could if you cut to the quick, then they can bleed pretty substantially.
All right, time to get my doobie.
Yeah, there's only one time that she was a little bit bleeding. They just put a little bit of starch on her, a little bit of starch.
Right.
And
I heard gunpowder works as well. I don't know if that's true or not.
Well, when we were kids, my parents used to use spider webs to stop our bleeding when we got a cut, or we would have to run into the barn and go get some spider webs because there's always spider webs in the barn.
That's interesting.
And also coffee, instant coffee.
Let's go.
Huh.
That's what my parents used to use when we got cuts and stuff.
All of our dogs when I was a kid were outside dogs.
Same with ours. Same with ours. We had a German Shepherd that had babies a lot, and they always got sold.
Yeah, my dad was pretty strict about dogs being meant to be outside.
Yeah, our parents too. I had a kitten that ended up always trying to sneak in the house, and we had a steel door, and it followed me everywhere, and it got cut in the door, and I killed my first kitten. So yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
I'm
it
sorry.
wanted to follow me everywhere.
Oh,
I think she was saying
yeah,
she
it's a
wanted to
problem for me right now because this land that I bought, it's
explore
very
more in a time.
untamed, and I'm concerned for my
I
dog.
haven't seen any nice driftwood. I actually haven't kept an eye out for it.
Even the biggest of the Chihuahua is he's he tries to be the alpha of the pack, and but really he's afraid of his own shadow, and I don't think he'll do very well out there. So I'm
She
not
likes
sure
to
what
play
I'm
with
gonna do.
dogs. She loves dog like other dogs. This one here. Even the
What?
cats will jump on her face. The kitten will jump on her face, and she won't even do nothing.
Oh,
They're all friends here. They're all friends here.
Tired?
yeah. My dogs are in a really small yard right now, and if I bring them out there, I'm gonna have to make them a safe zone, a kennel, kind of a just yeah, which is not a
That's what I got
problem.
called. You guys got snow there, you said?
No, I'll have to make a kennel, a protective kennel from the wildlife. There's bears here.
Hey, it's 420. Cheers.
Here, however, I cannot partake at the moment. So
Uh, it's okay. We can just pretend.
I will, in spirit, do it with you.
What I was gonna say, um, in Canada, the thing about in Canada with animals outside, you can't. It's almost like you can't even leave cows and like you can't even leave livestock outside in the wintertime. That's just not possible.
Yeah, when it gets sub-zero, it's yeah,
Yeah, if people don't have the proper barns and stuff for their animals, there's been people that have had their animals have frozen to death.
yep, it can happen.
And I'm talking about livestock, like
That's why
cows.
everyone should move to Florida.
Yeah, and then the
We've got
climate's
we've got
changing though.
we got plenty of room down here. So, but we might turn into a very narrow strip of land or an island. The good
Yeah,
thing
but
about where I bought,
It's
it's the
2
highest
days
hill.
before October
I would love to have like
2022.
fruit trees,
Yeah, I plan on having some.
So you're still
like
doing
I
mangoes. The mangoes
yeah,
grow
we
in
had some
Florida,
really good
yeah.
yes.
plants
Oh
here.
yeah. Oh yeah. But
They're getting
citrus,
really big.
I'm going to be a little bit far north for citrus. I would have to baby them in the wintertime, and I really don't want to do that. I want things that to grow that fit the climate, and
I got a lemon tree.
lemonade. Awesome.
Set it up here for a minute.
Yeah, when
Probably
life
start
hands you
to.
lemons, you just make lemonade. I
Make
mean,
lemonade. That's right.
no, you just plant the tree.
Yeah, I could grow sugar cane and then make my own sugar.
Well, I grew a seed of a lemon tree. Now it is like 5 feet tall.
How old is it? Is it 7 years old yet?
6, 7 years old. Yeah.
Yeah, it should be bearing fruit.
No, probably won't because it's in Canada and it's only been under the grow light. Like I have it under grow light.
Just fertilize it naturally, and
I had to put it in a big half barrel. I put it in a half barrel in my house.
it should still bear fruit if you got the right light on it.
Bob, check your email.
It might kick me out of the room, William, but I'll try.
Well, he can always do it after he gets off. It doesn't have to be right now, does it? Does it have to be right now? If it's on right now, you could just put it in the chat.
Oh, okay. I see you. I see it.
Oh, you say it.
That's my newest evil song.
Eagle or evil?
Evil. Hateful.
Evil. Evil. Like evil woman. That kind of thing. Okay. And drunken boy, sad song. I like that.
So what else can we watch?
Don't be an old drunken boy.
Oh, this was like literally one of my first time going to the flea market in Grand Bend, which is like an hour from here, and I had my table set up with my crafts and my tarot, and I was so like that was so at the beginning of my tarot readings. It was like I was so like I don't know, like interest. It was interesting. Let's watch it.
The Grand Bend flea market with my table for the first time.
3 years
Maybe
ago.
I'll one day look back and say, wow, I was there the first time that time. But here's my
You are
table
a
set up.
beautiful young lady.
We'll see
Wow.
how it goes for today.
Thanks.
Oh, you really
So
are.
there's lots of stuff around here. Lots of
Also,
goodies
this new
everywhere.
everything is just like
I see in the bush.
even recording was new to me. Like
So yeah.
I was such a newbie.
So hopefully
So, yeah.
somebody comes out here.
You
So
have to be new.
It's a reading.
Okay, everybody is new at first, right?
Yeah, enjoying my day anyway. So
What
far.
the hell are you doing?
So hopefully some of my friends will get them here today. And my friends lives like near here, so.
William,
I did one reading that
I will
day.
check your songs later, okay?
Sounds good.
So
Yeah, I remember I did one reading
Yeah.
that day, and then I did
Post this
another
video
little
so
reading.
short.
A guy, and he
just
wanted to
posted a
ask me
video. Maybe I'll,
if
in a
he
minute
was
I'll
gonna
go
get a
walking
girlfriend
around.
and have sex that day or whatever. Some guy asked
What?
me. He said, "Can you
What
have
did you
some
tell
cards?"
him?
So
Like,
if somebody
Did you
wants
tell
the
him the
table, I'm gonna
truth?
go to
Well,
the
yeah,
bathroom
I pulled the
and
cards. I'm
show
like,
you what it all
so
so
when
here's
like
some
somebody asked
set
cards
and
came
stuff.
out that said that he was gonna have some sex
Flowers.
or whatever. I'm like, yeah, you can have it. Yeah, and he's
Ooh,
all
some
happy while I walked away.
bath bombs.
He was all happy, huh? Okay. There you go. Woohoo!
Yeah, some people just want to know stupid questions like that. So.
My sex is a little overrated.
Yeah,
Let's try not to
I
get
call
ready
that
for the
low
video.
vibrational readings, and I don't really like doing them.
More jewelry. Ooh,
Like
homemade
people just
jewelry.
asking low vibrational questions.
Hmm.
That was at the beginning when I was still like very naive to
Phone
people and
cases.
their energy.
I need a new one.
I'm
Pink one's
interested
pretty
in
cool.
future
I like that
things,
one.
though.
But I don't know if it's for my phone.
Well, your future is really what you make it, no matter what tarot reader tells you. Because
Right.
what happened here?
I don't know.
Oh,
Leather.
so
Looks
it's you.
looks like it's me and you.
Ooh, some
Whoops.
pictures.
Why isn't it not showing the screen?
Superheroes.
There you go. It's back.
But now it won't show us.
Oh, these are all.
Is that an art
Oh,
festival?
Yeah, it was like one of those flea.
Flea market?
Yeah,
Cool.
it's a big one there. Like, and I had somebody watch my table. There were some nice people there. Like, I was not even prepared. They gave me a cloth for my table. I didn't even
Look
have
at these
cloth.
butterflies. Oh, I love this art. It's so beautiful. Wow.
And then I got to go walk around and look at other people's stuff while somebody else looked after my stuff.
That's awesome. Yeah, they have what they call the Winter Park Art Festival here. I think it's every year. But it's
Here's some
pretty
berries.
big and well known in Florida anyway.
Berries and stuff.
And artists from all over the world actually
Some old cameras and stuff.
display their art and their crafts and pottery and sculptures and things like
Think about
that.
Marley.
That's where I like to go shopping. Like when I like to buy stuff, that's from there usually.
Yeah, from people that the
So,
artisan
good
that
enough.
made it. Yeah, and you get to talk to them, and
Yeah, I'm a
you can
total
make.
gypsy, like I am. I'm
Say
a
again. I'm sorry, I talked over you.
No, it's okay. I've talked over you. I said I'm a total gypsy.
More
I was just agreeing.
clothes.
I like all that hippie shit.
Huh. Yeah, I was a hippie kid.
4:29 in the morning, and I didn't even get my skirt done. That's what happens when I come live. I ended up just chatting with people if people come on, but it's okay
Well,
because I wanted to take a break anyway. Nobody want to watch me just sew,
it was meant to be. Well, I kind of did, but that's okay.
I'll get it done tomorrow, and then you guys get to see it tomorrow. Well, the
Yeah,
other thing
just
didn't work out though, like
you
pulling
need
the
to
thread.
get. I would suggest like a sewing class type of video. Explain exactly what you're doing and how you did it. And
I have a few of them already, but like,
some people are very, very interested. I'm one of them. Very interested in learning, like you said, new things.
oh yeah, I look up videos on how to do like how to make things different things. That's all YouTube. It's where I learn a lot of things that if I'm interested in wanting to learn something, I find my ideas flowing by watching other people do it.
That's right. It generates creativity.
Yeah, and that's why I watch different things. Like if I want to cook, then I'll watch a cooking video.
Hmm.
If I want to sew, then I watch. If I want to paint, I whatever I want to do, that's kind of what I get into.
Yeah, I used to be really into art, and I kind of let that go by the wayside.
I like art, but I'm not that great at it. But I try.
No, hey, but in the second grade, I think it was the second grade, it might have been the third grade, I won a contest. I won free lunches all year
This
because
is like probably like
I drew
third
the
grade.
best pony.
This is probably like third grade art. You know what I mean? Like I'm not
Oh, hold it
detailed.
up, hold on, I gotta zoom in. I can zoom in on the phone. Oh wow, that's cool.
It's all the chakras, but it wasn't really meant to be like a perfect lady in there or anything because none
You
of us
should
are
frame
perfect.
that and put it on the wall. That is cool.
Actually, this is going to be a gift to one of my moderators. He says he likes this one, so I'm going to send that to him as a gift. And this one here is another one I just did out of I don't know. I just wanted to make a bunch of circles, and so I made this one.
Wow.
And actually, it was kind of funny because there's this lady named Ava and Doug. I don't know if you know Ava and Doug Potterfield.
No, no, not yet.
But they have this on their wall, like these colors on their wall, and the bubbles like that on their wall for their studio. I'm like, I'm gonna send this to Ava. So
There you
that's
go.
so this one's gonna go to Ava, but I just gotta wait till I have some money to send this stuff away.
Yeah.
And then I got some big ones. I have. I'll show you the big art one I did. The big heart chakra one. Well, it's hearts, but it's the chakras again.
Yeah, I like that one.
I'm obsessed with chakras. I got to get mine aligned. But yeah, this is one item I do. And then I did some paintings of some tarot cards that I have.
Right.
And I did this one up here, which is the Ace of Pentacles. No, the Ace of Pentacles.
I like that one too.
So when people that's what I tell people. Like if they don't think that they can do something, do like art. If you do art that you actually something that you really like or enjoy, then you're gonna be able to do it. You're gonna learn it because you want to see the finished product, right?
Sure.
The same with reading. People like that. If you if you want to learn how to read and you don't like any books that people put in front of you, and you don't want to know any of the stories or anything, but if you
Right.
put something in front of somebody that they want to know about, they will learn about it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like my tarot read. I wanted to know tarot energy. I wanted to know how to do tarot readings. Like I wanted to know how to, do that. And so I went through the whole book. One whole summer, every day I devoted my day to waking up, making my coffee, grabbing my books in my
Mm-hmm.
blanket, going out and hitting the sun tanning while I was writing things out and reading things, studying them for a whole
Right.
summer.
Hmm. Yeah, it takes some effort. There's no doubt about that.
And I learned, and I got like, the way I did it is like the book that I learned from very simple tarot cards, and they it wasn't really the tarot cards, it was like the meaning. But everything in the books I have that highlighted. So when I had a page highlighted, I knew I had gone through the whole page. Like
Right. Right.
that's how I knew I was on the next page next day, and I learned them all. And you know what? It's weird because I'm an empath, so I literally felt all the energy while I was learning it.
That's cool.
And I was going through heartbreak. So I really felt the swords,
Yeah.
I really felt the betrayal cards, like when it says,
Mm.
the five of swords, seven of swords are betrayal and hurt, right? So those I really felt. The three of swords is like heartbreak. I felt those like literally, physically when I was learning the energies.
Hmm.
But yeah, when you're learning like the emotions, that's fun. That's fun.
Sure.
Yeah, the cups. But I should probably get out of here before I fall asleep. I let Kenny go. Oh, I dropped him down to the basement, and then I guess he dropped himself down. He must have woke up.
Well, thanks for having me on. I appreciate that.
Well,
It
thanks
was,
for chatting with me. I'm just like zombie chatting. I'm so tired now.
yeah, I am too. But now I'm thinking about breakfast.
I know food, right? I don't have any bread left because I made bread. I made a bunch of buns and bread, and then we ate it all, and now it's gone, and I have to make more.
Pancakes sound good to me for some reason.
Oh, that's possible. I could do that, but I'm probably going to go to sleep for a bit. Oh my goodness, there's my friend. And, I'm going to stay on for a few more seconds if she wants to come up.
Uh-oh.
This lady name is Rose, and I've known her for years. We met actually in the shelter, and she was the first psychic lady that I met in person.
Well, do you want to talk to her in private?
No,
I
no, no,
could.
no. I want to see if we're gonna test it out to see if she knows how to get on StreamYard. So if she wants to, I'm gonna put a link in the chat. I can't speak because I'm in obsolete. I'm gonna put a link in there, and then you click on that, okay? And then you just go through the little steps that tells you to go through, and then I will click you on, and you'll be on the screen. And if you don't, yeah, you can come and say hi to my friend.
And you can hit the camera icon to turn your camera on and off.
If you want your camera off for any reason or whatever, you can just hit that camera icon. Yeah.
Or your mic, you can mute yourself
No
if you need to.
voice. You lost your voice again? Me and her, we talked last night. We hadn't talked in years. We lost touch because I got hacked, she got hacked, and we lost touch. And then when she messaged me, I didn't even believe it was her because I hadn't even talked to her in so long. And then we talked. And then when we did talk, um, we talked for hours. And my phone died talking to her, so now she lost her voice. But thanks for popping in. Um, I'm gonna go to sleep right now, and then I'll. If you want to chat, you can text me, and I will call you after wake up. Love you too, girl. Yeah, and her alter ego is Betty Boob.
Betty
she
Boo.
loves she loves everything Betty Boob. That girl.
Awesome.
She has everything Betty Boob. Well, she did a few years ago. I don't know if she still does, but she's got a collection. Sweet lady. Yeah, we'll talk tomorrow. Yeah, loves Betty Boob. Still loves Betty Boob. Okay, good. It's still the same lady. Still loves Betty Boob. Yeah, it's funny how the universe sends the people at certain times, or like for years we've been kind of kept apart. It's like we're both supposed to learn some things on our own, because I guess you're not really supposed to when you become a spiritual, if you want to call it psychic reader, whatever, or spiritual light worker. We like to call it spiritual light worker, but once you become that, like it's like you're kind of like your own. You don't want kind of other. It's almost like I've noticed that everybody wants to kind of be their own, be in their own energy and not share their energy, not
Hmm.
because there's a lot of energy vampires.
Yeah.
So we're very selective with sharing our energy with other people that do the same as we. And I think that's maybe why I'm supposed to learn on my own. So that it came from me, from myself.
Right.
Like my own stuff came from myself. So I'm like, not copywriting her stuff, or you know what I mean? We're not
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
we were
Makes
introduced
sense.
to each other, and I was searching for those kind of like people. Like I had literally brought somebody out, like the guy that I left, I brought him out of like suicide. Like he
Hmm.
he attempted, and I was just there. Yeah,
Sorry to hear that.
and it was very it was almost like weird that it, like you don't even know it happened. Like I mean it's so unreal that it happened. Like, and anyways, I was had a lot of questions from psychic. Then I ended up meeting her, and I wanted to meet Sylvia Brown, and then I ended up finding out that people were saying she was a fraud, and so I was like, well, there was a reason for that, and that
Hmm.
I didn't ever get to meet her.
Well, like I said, I appreciate you having me on. It was my pleasure to talk to you, and
You too.
you kept me company on it. Like I said earlier, it was a very trying day for me, and you made it a little bit better. I appreciate that.
Well, thank you. I'm glad I got to be the light in your day. For I've had those days too. I have sons, and yeah, one of them has made my life difficult at times, very difficult. And he's just some stubborn self. So he's a gamer. He has gaming addiction. He has some anxiety, social anxiety. He doesn't really go anywhere. Stays in his room.
Hmm. Yeah, this society that we have today, the computer age is technology is harmful, I think, to our youth in a way.
I've been saying that for years. I was trying to turn my kids and my stepkids, I was trying to turn them all into farm kids, you know what I mean? And it didn't work out for me. I never had the opportunity to do that with them all. But
Hmm. It's
my,
pretty challenging because it's very tempting, the technology. I myself was addicted at one time, and uh, yeah,
well, I always believe,
I'm still a little addicted to coming on live hangouts on YouTube.
yeah. Well, there's a good and there's a bad, right? And there's a moderation. But I always
R-
believe that there's a good, like, so I always believe people have whatever you want to call it. You want to call it addictions, you want to call it habits, you want to call it whatever. People all have different things, right? So I
Yep.
say everybody has obsessions or whatever you want to call them at different times. So when you're gonna obsess about something, make sure it's healthy for you.
Yep.
Or you're doing something that's
Everything in moderation. Yeah.
or doing something that's healthy. Like I used to dance, so I'm like, well, there were some things that were bad about it, but like at least I wasn't doing like drugs and stuff, but I was dancing, and so I had an outlet. That was my outlet. So have an outlet that's positive. That's at least somewhat positive.
Music became mine. Yep.
And yeah, and so I was um, trying to say. Oh, it was really something I was just trying to say about. Oh, I used to have an obsession, and this is playing a video game, and I used to even say it myself that video game, that internet was evil. You know what I mean? Because the kids just saw the kids. Oh, she's here. Video game, that internet was evil. You know what I mean? Because you got to turn off. Hold on, you got to turn off your YouTube side.
Or just mute it.
Yeah, mute your YouTube side. Hold on, you got to turn off.
Echo. She got it.
Hello?
Echo.
Hello? Can you hear us?
Now what?
She got it.
Hello? Okay, we're good.
Yep.
Oh, wait.
No. Echo.
Hello? Can you hear us?
Still
Now
echo.
what?
YouTube side. On the YouTube, not the StreamYard, but the YouTube side. Hello? Can you hear us?
Now what?
YouTube side. On the YouTube, not the StreamYard, but the StreamYard.
Yeah, you could just close YouTube.
Oh, I thought
no,
she had
not.
it, and she dropped off.
Oh, I think she giggled.
Yeah, she does. She giggles. You'll like her. I used to play Farmville. Okay, Farmville. I was so addicted to Farmville.
Oh yeah. What there was a one, I forget what it was called. I played it for a while. It was very satisfying because you planted crops and they grew and you harvested them.
You did it. Yes, you did it. But you have to click off the, when you go on YouTube. I don't know how to show her right now.
Yeah.
Let me just turn the camera so I can just show her. Okay, so I'm going to show you right now, okay, Rose? Okay, so I'm going to point it to there. So you see when I click on here. Now you can hear me twice like that. That's what we were hearing. The volume is on here on the YouTube side. Mute that.
Or close it.
Or close it. Or close the YouTube side altogether.
Right.
Like this. And you'll still be on StreamYard. With the ducky. Okay, try that. But yeah, so I was like, I wasted a lot of time playing, having a farm. So then I wanted to start having a channel, like to actually cook and do all that stuff in real life on a channel. And that's when I started having a channel.
Like I said, when I first came in, I really enjoyed the cooking of the, what did you call them again? I think we call them, no, empanadas down here is what the cooking that you were doing.
Oh yeah, and gordas.
You call gordas. Okay. The ones.
But what are you gonna say about them? Go ahead.
The ones that we get down here, they put. It tastes to me like they finally chop up, along with the beef or chicken. They'll chop up olives, like green olives, maybe. I'm not sure, but that's an overpowering taste, so you don't want to put too much. But it adds a very, I don't know, a very unique flavor to the taste of them. It goes well. To me, anyway. Everyone's taste buds are a little bit different.
By itself, and just
yeah, so do I. Yep, I like the green olives with, what do they call it? Pimentos.
with the little cherries inside of them, whatever they are.
Yeah, I think it's pimento, maybe. I don't know.
I never used to like olives, and then now all of a sudden I like olives. My brother used to eat olives all the time. He loved olives, and
Yeah, your taste buds change as you get older.
over the
It's
years, yeah. I like that
fascinating,
little
yeah.
bitter taste, and it's so good for my skin, the olives.
And textures uh play a part in it as well.
Oh, she says she likes your sexy deep voice.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, come on in.
Come on back up and turn your screen part off or whatever the other part. You know. She said she had it on her desktop and her cell at the same time. That's why it was and yeah, you have to shut your volume off on the YouTube anyway. The YouTube side of it.
Well, I think that's the first time someone told me I had a sexy deep voice.
You got that southern voice, that
Yeah, I
southern.
am blushing now. Great.
Now you're blushing.
Now what do I do?
You know she's a psychic too, so she doesn't even need to see you. She just hears your voice. And
Well, then she's seeing me blush, and I'm fiddling with my flip flops.
can
I'm
you see?
fiddling.
Can you see him get red?
uh,
Manchito. I don't know what she's saying. Manchito.
I'd like to hear what she thinks of me. That would be interesting. If she's a psychic, I'd like to hear that.
What sign is he?
Virgo.
He's a Virgo. Virgo and a Pisces, eh?
Uh-oh. What does that mean?
She's a Pisces. She's a little
No,
fishy.
she's a little fishy.
No, she's the little fishies, like the two little fishies
Oh,
on the Pisces is the symbol of the two little fish, right?
okay. Well, I love the water. Of course, I grew up in Florida, so it's kind of hard not to, since it's everywhere.
No, no, Virgos are very intellectual,
I don't
and
know about all
no, they're very intellectual. They like to talk, like they are Virgos and Geminis have the same planet that we're born under. You know how they say men are from Mars and women are from Venus. Well, that's
that.
not really
Uh-huh.
true. That's not really true.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
we have all kinds of sex on all the different planets, but so
What is a Virgo's planet?
Mercury and same with Gemini. We share a planet,
Oh, that's interesting.
so we're ruled by the
Mercury.
planet of Mercury,
Oh, wow.
and so Mercury rules communication. And Mercury is also very toxic when provoked. Like Mercury as the actual Mercury is very poisonous, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so Mercury can be very good, but also very bad.
Yeah, I have a temper. That's true. I do have a temper.
Oh, she's gonna try it again. Let's try it again.
That I, over the years, I've developed a way. Seemingly,
Okay, now I can't hear you.
Oh, we can hear you.
We can hear you.
Can you hear me? Just shake your head or not.
Yes.
We can hear you.
Shake your head. Give her a thumbs up. She can't see me. I'm in the dark.
You can hear us, eh? So you might want to turn your stereo system on, whatever you're on. Are you on your computer or your phone? You might want to turn your stereo system on, whatever you're on. You got headphones on? She can't hear us? Now we can't hear her. Now I can't hear you.
I'm not saying anything.
No, I'm not. She's on the screen,
turn it up.
Oh,
there you go.
Yeah, we can hear you. No, and there's no echo, so that's perfect.
Turn it up.
There you go.
Yeah, we can hear you. And there's no
Echo.
Oh, she's got another screen on there. She's got Two things on. Mute one. Well, she's got another screen on there.
One will go away eventually, I think.
Mute one. How you doing?
What, Priya?
One will go away eventually, I think.
How you doing?
What, Priya?
It's delayed. She's got to shut one off. I can hear your delayed voice.
There's the giggle. There's the giggle.
Oh my god.
Can you shut one of them other thing off?
Oh my god.
Can you shut the other one off? It's
I'm gonna mute. I'm gonna mute.
Are you both having fun?
I'm laughing
Yes.
at you because you.
With you, not at
Yeah,
you.
with you. We're laughing with you because it's doing it twice over there.
With you, not at you. We're going into an infinite regress. We're inside the event horizon of the black hole of YouTube and StreamYard. Inside the event horizon of the black hole of YouTube. I can see us all circling. We need more power, Scotty.
Sounds like space. We're all in space.
Quick, beam us up.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah.
It's fun. It's fun just being lighthearted. I was making a skirt today, and then a bunch of my friends showed up in my chat, and I was like, nice. Rosie, can you see us?
I'm not on camera.
I know, but can you see me, Rose?
Audio.
Yeah.
Oh boy, she's messing with the settings. That's good. She's trying to figure it out.
Okay, she's trying to figure it out. I'm not laughing at you, so.
No, of course not.
I don't think you can hear it anymore. It's good now. I don't think you can hear it anymore. Oh wait, I hear it still.
Do you have any headphones?
I'm having a hell of a time.
Do you have any headphones?
Yes, I do. I'm having a hell of a time.
There you go. Try those. But you might have to. There you go. Try those. But you might have to. I'm gonna sing "Row, row, row your boat." You ready?
Are we having fun yet?
Yes, we are. I'm gonna sing "Row, row, row your boat." You ready? Since we've got the natural echo, row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 merrily. Life is but a dream.
Row, row, row your boat
gently down the. There you go. Merrily, 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 merrily. Life is but a dream. Everybody, row, row, row your boat gently down the stream.
Everybody.
Everybody. All right, I'm going to make a clip of this. I'm going to share this on Twitter. I can't resist.
I can't see her picture because she has no picture on her avatar.
Oh.
There's aliens in the background.
There's aliens.
There's aliens in the background.
Welcome to the Twilight Zone. Welcome to the Twilight Zone. Exactly. Do not attempt to adjust your computer. Exactly. Do not attempt to adjust your computer. We are complete control. Oh, mercy me.
Oh my.
Oh my. Yeah. That's one of my songs I wrote.
Hey, Rose, you know what? You muted the wrong you. She muted herself on herself. Like, There.
Which
I
one
hate
do I
when that.
mute?
She muted
That
herself on the.
there you go. Oh
The other
no,
one.
the
No,
one
this
on
one.
YouTube.
Which
You
one do I
mute.
mute?
The one on YouTube.
There you go. Oh
Yeah,
no,
we'll get it figured out
the
yet.
one
One of
on
these
YouTube.
times tonight.
Which
You
one do I
mute.
mute?
The one on YouTube.
There you go. You don't want to mute StreamYard.
I know she only asked once, but it sounded like she asked
You
twice.
don't want to mute StreamYard. Mute
Okay, but then I
only.
can't hear you guys.
Because you had this side
Okay, but
muted
then I
before.
can't.
Okay, then close YouTube
Okay.
altogether.
That better?
I think, yeah, that's better. Yeah, we did it. Hello? Say something?
Well, that's no fun. Change it back.
We had more views. We had
can't hear
10 people
nothing.
watching when I was messing up.
No, you got it.
No,
You
it was
got
only
it.
4 people watching.
Uh-oh. Yeah, well, it was kind of
Oh, the other
strange.
person watching was Rose on the other one.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Oh, well.
Oh, I'm glad you figured it out. So now, if we're gonna go and do that live streaming thing next time,
There
know
you
what to do
go.
now.
Oh, hi, Rose.
Hello.
Uh-oh.
Are you there?
Rose.
Hey.
Rose.
Okay, see, there she is. Now you can talk.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Rose?
Now she's used to all the noise. Now she wants the noise back.
Hold on. I have a noisemaker I
Can you hear me
invented.
now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right, this is something I made earlier. You ready?
Can you hear me now?
Hold on. It's not working. What happened? Earlier. You ready? Oh, there it is. Hold on. It's not working. Oh, there it is. I think I'm gonna
Yeah, I'm
start
the only one on picture here. But everybody else is like behind the screen.
I'm hiding.
Yeah, I'm the only one on picture here.
No one wants to see my bearded face. I'm hiding. I look like Chewbacca.
Chewbacca?
No one wants to see my bearded face. That guy. You know, Star Wars.
Chewbacca?
No one wants to see my bearded face.
Well, I'm glad we figured it all out.
I think we're still echoing a little, but that's okay.
Yeah, I think she might have just turned it down.
I look like Fiona.
I think we're still echoing a little. Fiona.
Yeah, I think she might have just turned it down. It doesn't show us your avatar.
I look like Fiona.
I think we're still echoing. Fiona.
No, you don't. You're beautiful, Rosie.
I look like Fiona.
You're Betty Boobs, remember? No,
Betty
you don't.
Boo.
You're beautiful, Rosie.
Like Fiona.
But I think I'm gonna probably get out of here and go to bed for a little while. It's 5 a.m.
Yes, it's 5:01.
I'm a hunk of burns in love.
I'm a hunk of burn love. 5:01. Well, you can do anything, but I ain't nothing but a hound dog. You can do anything. Rock it all the time. I ain't nothing but a hound. I'm actually from Mississippi.
I ain't nothing but a hound dog.
Did you hear that? He's from Mississippi. Originally.
Greenville, Mississippi.
I ain't nothing but a hound dog.
Did you hear that? He's from Mississippi. Originally. We can hear the background again. What happened?
I'm not sure.
I don't know either.
Okay, if I turn the chat down, then I can't hear
I'm
you.
not sure.
I don't know either.
Okay,
Well, you don't want to turn it down on StreamYard at all. You don't want to touch the StreamYard controls. Well, you don't want to. All you need to do is turn YouTube off. You don't want to touch the StreamYard controls. Just completely close YouTube.
Yeah, like turn the app off. If you're on your phone or whatever, take the app and make it go away. That part of the app, the YouTube part. Yeah, like turn the app off. If you're on your phone or whatever, take the app and make it go away. That part of the app, the YouTube part.
If she's on her
Like that?
phone, it should.
Is it better now? I think it worked. Say something, Rose. Yeah, I don't hear background anymore.
But
Can
now
you hear
I
us?
can't hear you.
Yay!
You can't hear us? Turn your phone off. Are you on the phone?
Uh-oh. You're gone. A site is using your camera. Oh my God.
Are you still here? You're still here.
We can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you totally good now. Like,
I'm trying to figure out what's happening.
I don't know either. If I could
It's
see
a
what she's
conundrum.
doing.
Quick, turn your two back on.
Oh, she left. But I'm gonna get out of here, and because
All
it's
right.
not, we're not probably not gonna figure it out tonight.
All right. I'm gonna wave in front of the camera. Here, there you go. Good night.
Good night.
Good
Bye, Cynthia.
night.
All right. Thank you for chilling, everybody.
Good-
Thank you for being here, and have a good night. See you next time.
Bye, Rose. Nice
Bye,
meeting you.
Rose. We'll see you next time, Rose.